think I kind of want to watch this video later. A $5 indie game may beat out Resident Evil for Game of the Year. Huh?
Okay, let's see here. Alrighty, well, no more opening monologue this time, chat. We're just going to continue onward because we are in the middle of a deep cave. We'll do a monologue once we get out of here. We gotta earn a monologue. We ain't earned a monologue yet. So let's see here. We need, next up, we need Hanin's witnesses. So our first statue we're looking for is Mehrunes Dagon, then Mephala, then Molag Bal, then Namira. Okay. So we're going to keep climbing up. Is what we're going to do. There we go. Slowfall can also be used to make jumps like that, which is always cool. All right, phone is still working on charging, Philly, so you're in charge of chat for now. But that will not be lasting forever this time.
Get to the stream pulled up real quick.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, you're still using the FlippingTheS'Wit. You didn't change the background. Morrowind.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
Hope you're ready to rock. Hope you're ready to roll. Hope you're ready to, I don't know, something booty hole.
Right. Let's see here. Okay.
We gotta do these statues.
Yep, we're looking for statues. We're looking for statues of Daedra Lord, specifically. Is what we are looking for.
Was that part of the original quest or no?
No. We are well, from this point forward, we are well out of the realm of the OG quest.
Lomarino said, the output in YouTube looks darker than in the game. Could you up the brightness in the recorder?
Yeah, we can try that. I mean, I've got a light spell, but that might not be doing it. Let's see what we got. If there's a way to do that. Audio. We got... No, we need video.
Yeah.
Gamma correction.
On my phone. It does look...
There we go.
It's weird.
More. This is a very dark cave.
I have it...
Tell me if that's better,
I have
buddy.
I have it pulled up on my TV and it doesn't look as dark, but then I have it on my phone and it looks darker. I think it could be just because a phone screen is smaller. If they're watching
could
it
be.
on
Welcome
phone,
in, Pomelo Marino. Though I did put the update, so yeah, I gamma corrected. So let me know. It looks on my end. It looks much brighter now. So I think we're good. But let me know what you think, man. Keep me posted.
G1 is tuning in.
Hey, welcome in.
Oh gosh, I had my. Sorry, I had my phone playing.
All right, good.
I got the AC going. Ice cream eating. Man boobs showing because I'm not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, chat needs to know that.
No, I do. I'm doing my Caius Casades cosplay. Except I don't have brown pants on.
That's genuinely pretty good.
Blue shorts. I mean, one thing I have in common with that man is I don't like to wear a shirt either when I'm home. And yeah, I'm disappointed when I have to put on a shirt too.
Well, hey Caius, check your chat. It's going off while you're talking about being shirtless.
Yeah. Let me see. Yes, it's still dark on YouTube. It's an old Morrowind problem when recording. I think some old games had that, like Unreal Gold, for example. Now it looks brighter though.
Okay,
And
I was gonna say, yeah, not too much more I can do, sadly. Because if we turn it up too much, it's gonna be gamma corrected to the point where I start fucking up. We can't have that.
Yeah, y'all just gonna have to bear with it.
Again, that's why we have the light spell, which would typically help, but this cavern is gigantic, and that's what's causing us problems, like outside of my light range.
Ain't that bad. So.
Oh my gosh, like just trying to find the way up is the main thing. Now, once we actually find a way up, now we know where the Hanin statue is. You're going to have to help me a bit with this, Philly, because we got a lot of statues to find. They got to be activated in order. That's going to be the motherfucker. And this cave is gigantic and full of them.
What if some of them are actually under the water?
They're not. That I've confirmed they are not. So that will not be a problem.
Not.
What we've got to find, though, is we've got to find a way, an actual natural way up. And that's what we're missing so far. Now, we tried to go that route. That didn't work. So we're just going to keep going around here. There should be a way up somewhere. Yep, there's that. Okay, so yeah, we're treading familiar grounds now. So we might have to do some levitate. Maybe that's what we're missing out on. Because, yeah, here's the way up is over here. It's the only way up I know, and that only leads to one statue.
Well, not really. That cavern, it looked like there was a gap that you could run and jump over.
Where?
At the top.
Okay.
I'm 10 seconds behind, but you just went through it.
Okay.
Turned back around.
Yeah, it's the waterfall cavern. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the big old ramp that goes up. Maybe you can run and jump across.
Okay, I'm going in there now.
No, not there.
Okay.
That's too far. This is gonna be really hard to explain.
Yeah, because again you're 10 seconds behind, so you're just gonna end up confusing me. Just bear with, we'll find it. I'm just gonna go back to where I know I can get up, which is right here.
You know the ramp that's like really steep, opposite side of the one you can get to.
I'm going to. Yeah, that right there. Boom. No,
turn around.
Buddy, you're 10 seconds behind. You gotta let me drive, man. I'm just gonna pause for 10 seconds. I'm looking at the steep ramp, and you tell me if this is the way. I'm there right now.
Yeah. You're going the right way.
Okay. Yeah, please, you got a little trust here. There we go. Okay.
I trust you, but it's just difficult. So it looks like you can go over there. It looks like you can run and jump.
I did, and there's no way up there. I've been all throughout that. Yep. That's not it. That is not it.
You can't run and jump across?
You can run and jump across, but it leads a big fat nowhere.
To no. Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So, let's see. So if we go around here, here's Hanin, which is our first statue. Maybe if we go around further this way? No. So, all right. But over there, it looks like there's a path, so...
Oh, I mean, up here, we got a better view of everything.
Yeah, up there we can get to, but I don't have a way to get up there except levitate, so we're going to go ahead and burn... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to burn a Rising Force Potion now. If I even still have one.
Unless you can walk around those rocks over there, because it looks like that's the side of a cliff that you can kind of hug and maybe jump up.
Well, what I'm going to do is when we get up there, we can look for potentially a way up, back down that doesn't involve Rising Force, but sometimes the first thing you got to do is get up to where they need you to be. So we're up here now. And let's see if we can't find the way down. And it doesn't look like... It looks like this might require Rising Force. Yep, it does. Yeah, this goes nowhere. Unless there's another way up. That's what we're going to look for now that the Rising Force is down. So, here's a cavern. We got some more Daedric urns. Check the chat, too. Make sure we're updated on live chat. Got to keep an eye on that. At least on my At least tell myself. I can't right now because my phone's dead, chat, so Phil's in charge. So just bear with us for now.
Nobody's really saying anything. Someone just said those are some big crystals.
Big crystals.
It pops up on my TV, so I can still see it. But I have to read it fast when it pops up on my TV.
We're gonna have to get rid of this Drew shit because again, when we get to the end of this, the treasures are gonna be fucking insane. So we're gonna get rid of some of this stuff that is just not gonna get us that much money. 56, yeah, get the fuck out of here. All this can get the fuck out of here. We'll just put it on this corpse. That we're keeping. We don't need steel gauntlets. We don't need a fucking Velathan helmet. We don't need this fucking belt or this fucking robe. Expensive amulet. Yep, we'll keep that. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. That can go. All right. Much better. All right. While we're doing this, keep an eye out for a way down. I don't see one yet.
Oh, remember, I'm 10 seconds behind,
yeah.
So even if I do see
well, that's actually, in a way, that's kind of good, because that'll let you kind of check me from behind, which is good.
Just, hey, 10 seconds ago, turn around.
Oh, shit! Daedric Shield. Damn! That's a kingly find.
Wow.
Yeah, we're not gonna have room for all this stuff. We're just not. Like, there's so much stuff. We're gonna really have to pick and choose our poison here. Yeah, and this is another dead end. This didn't lead anywhere. What a confusing mess of a cave, I will say that much. Like... Okay, there's her scene.
Going out of it, you end up finding a really cool Daedric shield.
We did, but that's about all we found. And we're no closer to doing anything.
Do you have to rising force up higher?
Oh, wait. I mean, I would hope that's not a requirement, because we're going to be very limited in the amount of rising force we have. Like, I've got a few of those potions. Is all I've got. Oh yeah. Let's rising force again. It's all we can do. We just might not have prepared well enough for this particular place. Okay, there is, I believe that's Malakath. Yeah, it's Malakath. So he's just up here on his own with no way to him. That's crazy, bruh. That is legitimately crazy. Yeah, so that's my one critique of this dungeon, is that there's no real way to get around without just massive amounts of levitation.
Just climb the vines.
That doesn't,
like, there's vines off.
That's not, there's no mechanic to do that, Morrowind. So, okay. So here's what we're going to do, okay? We are the Nerevarine at this point. We are going to go ahead and we are going to climb. That's all we can do, guys. We'll just pretend like we have levitate, and then we will just kind of get a glimpse. Because this is going to take 12 hours of us wandering around lost like assholes if we do this the way that Sealoff intends. And we're not going to do that, so. We're going to find Mehrunes Dagon. It's going to take long enough just doing it this way. I'm just all out of patience, man. I know there's probably a way to do this, but I be damned if I know.
I don't even know which one of these guys are which, so
Like,
I would never be able to complete
this would
quest.
take so fucking long. It is an amazing mod, though.
Yeah, you could jump. I think. See, the platforms look like they were. If you had good aerobatics, you could just jump. Because some of them look
Well,
like
I'm
they
looking
were like
here.
Just
It looks like we've got a path forward here. So from here, let's take a look here. Yeah, you would have to have good.
Yeah, this is probably meant for somebody that has good aerobatics or levitate.
Or somebody who has the right item.
Yeah.
Wow, that was stupid. I think I've got an idea.
Oh, so you
now
got
that we've scouted the cavern.
Wow.
Now that we've scouted the cavern, I think I have our answer. I'm glad we did that, but that death needed to be canonical because I forgot. I have a very useful item. I'm glad you mentioned acrobatics, Phil. You just cracked this thing for us. You just cracked this for us. I have an amazing item that can help us out without levitation. One of my first characters was an acrobat. Nice. Jumping around like a jackrabbit.
Yeah, you gotta be careful though. You can jump like too high on some places and fall to your death.
Well, not if your acrobatic skill is high enough. Like, you just make sure it doesn't go away before you land. Like, you just have to make sure your acrobatic skill stays high. But I'll show you. I'll show you as soon as this loads up. I think we're actually good. Only because of one specific item we have. I think we're going to be okay.
Oh, you get to get that Daedric shield again.
No, if I could find it again. But again, I'm not super worried if we can't. It'd be really cool to have, but it's not why we're here. We need...
aerobatics over 130, no fall damage.
That's correct.
Yeah, that character used spears, unarmored, and aerobatics. Gosh, you could probably just jump up some of those places that you have to use levitate for in other characters. I bet that one guy's dungeon where that chest was above the volcanic fire, you could probably go down there and just jump out of there if you had aerobatics that high. Be like Superman jumping everywhere. Lofty, that music of Ben, a very fast boy. That must have been a very... My current character's got max arrow with 95 speed and 60 ATH. She's fast. Oh, athletics. Okay.
Okay.
What the heck did you just do? Did you cast a spell or something?
Sort of. But I don't think these shoes are going to actually be enough. We might have to just free float through the fucking air and find these statues, man.
There's one by the boat. You need to go back to where the boat is.
There's no statue by the boat.
Yeah, there was. There was a cliff to go up by the boat. We just saw it before you loaded back. You were floating down, and
buddy,
there's
here,
a path.
Yeah, that path there goes nowhere though. Yeah, let's try it, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. Oh my god, this is...
It's like, it's over there, man.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there's the boat. There's this. Yep. We're hurt. Okay. Okay, we need to... Yeah, it's not... It's... Fuck it. Yeah, we're TCLing. This is my only issue with Sealoft mods, is navigation is just very, very difficult with them. They're works of art, but oh my goodness, is navigation a challenge. Sometimes impossibly so.
I wish you didn't reset then. Still had that Daedric shield.
That's okay. I mean, we're going to do what we can here. Okay. So here's another path right here. Okay. I think we found another path scouting. Because I sure would like to do this the right way, man. Okay, let's untoggle collision now. Okay. Yep, right here. Here's a way up. Okay. Climbing up. And there's Mehrunes Dagon. There's the first one we need to activate.
Several characters over the years, but none as fun as my mages. The lofty one says.
Okay, Mehrunes Dagon pays his respects. There's number one. Done. Okay, beautiful. Okay, guys, we're on the right track, baby.
How do you know if that's not merit? You would first need to know who is who. I wouldn't be able to remember.
I know who's who because I can look at that statue and say, that's Mehrunes Dagon.
See, I wouldn't know that, though.
Mephala is next. So we need to be on the lookout for Mephala's statue next. Yeah, Phil would be lost in the caves forever, he's saying. Which, fuck, I almost was. Okay, so there's a center spire.
Grave. Who is this guy that has a dungeon that has a bunch of shrines for these Daedric down here? Like, who is this?
Mordrin Hanin was one of the foremost ancient kings of the, that's Sanguine. I think.
Say what you want. I've argued about it in chat, but playing around with the magic system and doing crazy stuff with it is something that never knew I needed until I did.
Oh yeah, it's very fun. Like, Morrowind's system, magic system, is the most free of any. Definitely Sanguine. Look at that fucking statue, guys. That is definitely Sanguine.
So, who's this guy, and why does he have all the... Did he worship the Daedra?
He absolutely worshipped Daedra, yes. Yes, indeed.
So was that like the first era or something he was alive
That's the
in?
first era. That's the Skyrim Nord. That's the ancient Nordic kingdoms of the first era. That's Molag Bal.
So this must have been his secret, like, temple or something, right?
This is the burial ground that you're sent to, but no, this is where he's buried. Okay.
You'd be buried in this place forever to even find your grave.
That's what we're here for. All right, and once again, right here, the path just unceremoniously ends once again. Okay. Oh, right then. Like,
probably doesn't. We just probably don't know. We're doing it for the first time. How would you know?
yeah, it's maybe behind him somewhere. Nope. Okay, maybe go around this way, maybe? it's going to be a big drop. Okay, let's... So if we go across this way again, which is where we came from, right? I think. Because it looks like there's another way around that way. Let's check, though. Yeah, okay, yeah, this goes back the way we came. Okay. So instead of going up to Molag Bal, let's take this side path this way. That leads to nowhere. Okay. Side path leads nowhere. There's Mehrunes Dagon down there. We've already activated. Oh boy.
I think if you play it again, it would probably make my half vampire Bardus if I can find myself a half decent half vampire mod. Also
here.
mods having to do with bard, being a bard.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can go into the waterfall. I don't know.
Well, this is going
Looks
to...
like
Yeah, this will require, so... Yeah, this is... This is going to require Rising Force here. That's all there is to it.
I think so. It looks like there's a path, like, it goes all the way around, like, into the volcano, all the water.
It doesn't. It doesn't go anywhere. It's hard stop. Yeah, it doesn't... We're going to get stuck. We're going to get stuck, bro.
I saw, like, a path you could walk over there.
There's no...
No, not where your fate. Never mind.
Yeah, there's no...
You're not.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, let's see here.
I mean, like, if you literally look down there, you can see there's, like, rock paths.
Okay, Phil, I'm at the waterfall. I'm looking down.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
what are you seeing that I'm not seeing, homie?
Okay, you literally, you see over the waterfall, there's like rock path, purple rock path over there.
Is that a path? I don't view that as a path. That looks like... We can try. Yeah, there's no path over here.
No, you're not, for one, you're not looking high enough. You're looking down. I'm not looking down, I'm looking up.
Okay. Well, if you're looking up, that doesn't help me.
Do whatever you think is best. Like, I can't
explain I'm now looking up. Okay, buddy, I'm now looking up at the waterfall. What are you seeing that I'm not seeing?
This is too difficult. This is too...
This is ridiculous, this mod. I love it, but
just kime it. Just get it.
I'd prefer not to.
We're gonna waste our whole stream on this, and it's not.
Buddy, I hate to, I don't know if you haven't figured this out yet. This is going to be the stream. This will be the stream tonight. We're stuck here till we solve it, and this is gonna take the entire fucking stream. Get comfortable with that.
I wish we would have just did the main quest thing. And get it
I didn't know this was going to be this insane. Nobody knew this. And more amazing loot. There's our Stranger's Katana. Ooh. And now I'm over encumbered again.
You both going to make yourselves frustrated. Please don't do that to yourself. I'm just.
Oh, we're fine. No, we're. I promise, we're fine.
I'm seeing everything 10 seconds behind. I can't tell him what I'm seeing because he can't see what I'm seeing. It's just.
Yeah, which means there's not really a point in backseat driving. Yeah, it's just not.
Yeah, that's why I would just say, time it all, get it done with, and then let's go.
I don't want to climb it if we don't have to. That's the only thing. I think there's a world where we don't. Is that a unique? I think that's a unique, not just a katana. That's really cool. They call me Mr. Glass because of the glass weapons, man.
That's cool. I like it. Is it better than your sword?
No. Well, shock damage 1 to 25 points. I mean, 3 to 48? I think it actually is, by the way. And this is 1 to 45. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. It absolutely is in every way. It's even, it's two-handed too. Oh, yeah, man.
Guess Major Bane is getting retired.
Major Bane is retired. Major Bane's going to the trophy case. And by the way, I'm glad we came up here, because we now have that, but it led absolutely fucking nowhere toward getting this better. Yeah, fuck it, we're climbing. This is too fucking confusing. Way too confusing.
Guy's a madman of a modder, I can tell you that, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
Personally, though, I think I'd probably stick with the vanilla ones just so I could get them done. No offense. I mean, I appreciate the hard work that went into this, but if I can't figure it out because it's so elaborate...
It's always... Really? So, and again, I say this with the utmost respect for Seeloff and his work. It's always navigation issues with his mods. It is always a navigation issue.
I mean,
it's never not navigation.
These, right?
What's that?
Like, surely he playtests these, right?
I guarantee he playtests this.
Must not realize a lot of people just don't know where the heck they're going.
Okay. Hello.
Wait, what? What? Huh?
Greetings,
what
friend.
On earth?
A strange place this is, isn't it? I am Stranger, Acrobat. It is, isn't it? Say, I was wondering if you could do me a favor. I don't have much to offer in return except my knowledge. I came here a long time ago, and like you, I presume, I sought to locate the burial chamber of Mordrin the Great. I came close, but alas, I wasn't worthy. The storm monarch guarding the chamber crushed my body. I have been stuck here ever since, unable to move on. My friend, if you bring me back my heart and I can finally leave this place, and perhaps find the great Hanin in the next life, in return you may ask me anything you want to know about this strange place. Why don't you get it back yourself? I have no power here. The body you see in front of you is a husk filled with nothing but regret. Thus, the Storm Monarch cannot harm me anymore, nor I it. You will have to face the Storm Monarch anyway if you want to enter the Great Hanin's burial chamber. Please, my friend, save my heart and give it back to me. I may finally move on. What say you? I will do it. Thank you, my friend. I am certain the Storm Monarch still has my heart left in its clutches. Do be careful, friend. The Monarch is no easy foe and will crush anyone who dares not prove themselves worthy. Alrighty. We found your sword, by the way.
I could get that bard mod too. One sec.
What's going on?
Nothing. They're just talking about bards.
Nice.
Okay, well, I mean that. See, that's clearly a path down.
It is, but
Puppet TV.
But we're just gonna use levitation. Like, until...
See, he said he was an aerobatic, which tells me that this mod expects you to have aerobatics.
It does not tell me that, though.
Yeah, but he said I'm an aerobatic. How well would he fare in this place if he wasn't supposed to have a high aerobatic skill?
Right. I'm here to tell you, though, man, that a high acrobatic skill is not... Even you can have 100 acrobatics, you're not making some of these jumps. You're just not. Like, what you need here...
This mod... I appreciate...
What you need is lots of levitation. Phil, what you need is lots of levitation. Period.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I appreciate the complexity of this mod, the detail, all of that. But there comes a point where there's something known as too complex, and this feels too complex. As in, the average Morrowind player is not going to know how to navigate this place. And this guy is doing like this is like crazy, like you have to be like just insane Morrowind player that, you know, you got to know it all.
I found another way forward.
To do things like this.
I just found another way forward. Wow.
Oh.
Okay. If we go up here from the path, yeah, I mean, it's not self-evident, but there are ways to move forward here. There sure are.
Yeah. This reminds me, and I hate the fact that you even bringing this up. In Final Fantasy 15, there was actually this crazy dungeon, and it was like a platform type dungeon. It was probably the most coolest thing in that game, but it was insanely difficult. You had to do these crazy jumps. There was no enemies in it whatsoever, but you could get some really awesome loot in it. And this sort of reminds me of that. And that's probably about the closest thing that you can get me to saying something positive about that game. Would I ever do that dungeon again? No, because that dungeon is so insanely challenging and difficult. Not to mention I would never play that game again anyways, because it's just garbage. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of that. Though that one was even more confusing than this one, so, you know. One of the things that makes Morrowind differ from the later games is that it becomes supernaturally mobile in addition to supernaturally powerful. Part of high-level content is navigational challenge. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's cool because Skyrim and Oblivion, they did away with that. There's like none of that in the game whatsoever. It almost kind of makes you think, why do I bother to have jump or levitate at all? Because there's really nothing you use it for. Like, I can't think of a single navigational jump challenge in Oblivion at all. And I know I'm fuzzy on what I remember of that game, but I truly don't ever remember, because something like that would really stick in your mind even after years of play. Like, you would remember something like this elaborate in the game. You would remember that. But I clearly do not remember anything like that. I don't think there was.
This mod definitely pulls out all the fucking stops.
Yeah.
Staff of Secrets. That's another unique item. Ooh.
I keep telling Zoo to get the pack rat, but I don't know how well that would help you here. The pack rat wouldn't be able to keep up with you.
No, pack rat would. You would never. The pack rat is never leaving this place. I promise. Like, the pack rat is not leaving this place.
Invisibility. Oh my goodness! It's a magic staff that lets you be a thief. Wow.
Well, not quite. Cool. Invisibility is kind of janky in Morrowind. It allows you to bypass hostilities. The moment you activate anything, you immediately appear. So it's more like a get-out-of-jail-free card than anything.
I guess it's probably not that good to use then.
I mean, it's unique, and so we want it for a trophy. But aside from that, yeah, I'm not.
I hated that one of the best things in Morrowind was the verticality and inability to do certain things without certain skills or magic to handle it. Yeah, but what Bethesda realized is that the game sold way better than they ever expected, and they knew that they had to cash in on that by making it more accessible than uh, making it for Morrowind fans. So they compromised what a lot of things they did in Morrowind to make it more beginner friendly, which is what the whole AAA game industry is now. Make everything with yellow paint, make flashing arrows that tell you where to go, hold their hands all the way through.
I'll be real. I'm getting a lot less grumpy. There's the Storm Monarch. I'm getting a lot less grumpy right now because I finally see all the paths forward. You just have to have patience here. Yeah, you have to.
You do.
This is actually really cool now.
But see, that's the thing. Like, modern gamers have no patience. They wanted to attract a wider audience. I know that, yeah. Of course they did. And that's every single AAA game studio now. They make games for the masses, not for the fans. And that's why it's so infuriating to see fanboys defend the decisions when it's like, they're not even making this game for you anymore, Nimrod. Don't you realize that? They're making this for non-fans.
Yeah, actually, I've now moved into I'm tremendously happy with this camp.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty cool.
That's right. I mean, we've finally figured out the path. See, once you find the path forward, the paths start to connect and the mod gets better. But in the beginning, it's very daunting and very elaborate. And I could still see a lot of people going, yeah, this mod sucks. You can't even get up on here. Like, it doesn't suck. It's really elaborate and it's daunting when you first walk in here.
Oh shit, there's a Zvili! That's a Zvili! Kill it now!
Do you need to soul trap it?
We should have, but I panicked. I did not expect to see a Zvili. And he's got a badass Daedric Claymore that we cannot take. It's too heavy. We cannot fucking take it. That's just gone. Anyway, they carry those naturally, so it's fucking cheating to even take that, so we won't, but too bad. It's just too fucking bad. We're out of encumbrance, man. So here's Mayroon Steak.
Is it really if it's better than your weapon, take it.
It's not. It's 150 fucking pound weapon. Like, no, it's not. Weight alone, it's not. It's not better.
If there's a unique one, that would be one worth taking.
Yeah, it's not unique.
They could have
find other claymores.
They could have re-irritated upon and improved the formula like some games did in the past and still sell copies, or you can attempt to turn your game into Call of Duty. Well, that's the problem. Modern AAA gaming now is the Call of Duty format. Make everything so easy, and then that's how you get all these non-gamers into gaming, and then the streamers don't help it either, because you see a lot of the streamers are like, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do, this game sucks. I remember walking into this one stream with this girl on Twitch years ago, and she was playing Dark Souls 2, shortly after it came out, and she was just cussing and complaining about everything, and I'm like, here's what you got to do, and she just went off on me, and it's like, that's how streamers are. They just go cuckoo bananas on you, and
I don't.
A lot of them is like, they'll play the game absolutely terrible, or they'll just use a bunch of like cheat code mods in order to make it so easy. And then, I don't know, and they just complain about difficulty, and they complain about this, and they complain about that, and it's like, you don't even really like playing this game, so why are you playing it? I have to play it, it's the new game, I gotta do it for my followers, I gotta get more followers, where you're wrong. More money. And...
That's what I'm saying, that's where they're wrong, is you don't have to do shit. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, you could just play the games you want to play.
Yep. No, I gotta play the latest big AAA release because that's what everybody else. Yeah, and if everybody else is playing that, then nobody's really gonna watch your channel because there's like 5 million other people playing it right now. You know when the best time to play Resident Evil 9 on a stream is? In a couple of years when nobody's playing it and they're on to the next big AAA thing. Because then it'll actually be special that you are playing it. Because you'll be one of the few people playing it.
I just need to point out, I love how this cave is so fucking big.
Yes.
That
it is.
We're getting pop-in. We're getting fucking pop-in from the distance.
This is literally its own continent. That's how big it is. Like, how many miles of... How long did it take him to make this mod? This is...
I can't imagine.
This is probably the most in-depth dungeon cave that I have ever seen. Like, this is insane. I want to know, which mod is better than this one when it comes to dungeons? I will be very surprised if there's one better than this.
Well, it's probably another Sealoth mod, to be real.
Probably, yeah.
He probably tops himself, and that's about it.
He must be one of the top modders. Like
he is the top dungeon modder. Yeah, there's.
Really?
I think he's. Maybe Glitter Gear can be up there. Maybe Dark Elf guy can make a mean dungeon when he wants to. But in general, I think in general, I think Sealoth. I think most of the community will agree in terms of just the absolute, like, artistic integrity of this of dungeons and making them all that they can be. Yeah, I think most people would agree with that.
Okay, let me read these comments. I hate how Dark Souls kind of just turned into a cult classic, being known for its difficulty instead of people focusing on what made those games good. Yes, the lore and the story and how every single item had some kind of lore behind it and character and, like, yes, the quest lines and the characters.
Also, I just want to point out that Dark Souls being difficult is an ass clown take. Those games aren't difficult as long as you have patience and are willing to try. They're actually not that hard.
The story was depressing. The fate of all the Lords of Cinder. When you read into that, it makes fighting them that much harder. Yeah, the final boss, he's just like a husk. He doesn't even realize what he's doing anymore. He's like the living dead, just trying to kill you. Dang, ain't late to the night stream. Was busy during the day treating my dog after she killed a hawk. Oh my goodness, Max. That's terrible. Hope your dog's okay, buddy.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we've been streaming shortly. We're in this massive dungeon. Probably the most elaborate dungeon in the Morrowind mods that I don't know. If there's one crazier than this, please let me know. I don't know.
We're going to save on the danger file because we're getting ready to go fight a Storm Monarch. I think we're going to activate our adrenaline rush for this one. Storm Monarchs are nothing to fuck with.
Well, maybe soul capture it or something, if you think that's a good idea.
I don't think we can. I think we need a Zura Star to soul capture it. We'll try. We will try. Yeah, we're going to adrenaline rush to fight this bitch. Okay, here he comes. Okay.
How do you soul capture it?
We're going to cast some Soul Trap, which is Gem Feeder. Okay, we got him. Now we just have to kill him. And he's already doing mega damage to our character.
I've never seen... How many of those are in the game?
These are exceptionally rare enemies. And we got him. And we trapped his soul.
What's his soul give you?
Void Essence, which is a rare ingredient, 720 value. And a Stranger's Heart. Which is what we needed.
You gotta go.
Yeah, for the Stranger, yep. But we got his shit completed. That wasn't that bad. We probably
But
overprepared
no,
for that a
it's
little
known for its difficult. Oh gosh. Okay, y'all gonna have to slow down for a second. The TV only lets me see so many, and now I gotta open the thing and YouTube and read your comments. Okay. Let me see. This story is a dang. Am I okay? But no, it's known for its difficulty and the means surrounding its difficulty. The lofty. She's fine, just that it got a good peck and scratch on her shoulder. She was unfazed, but man, was she bleeding, and I can't afford to take her to the vet again since I'm still paying for a bill. Oh man, well I pray that she recovers. Poor thing. Why on earth did she try to attack a hawk? Jeez. You think she's Red 13 from Final Fantasy 7 or something?
Yeah, I hate to hear that.
Argue,
hopefully she's okay.
I would argue any game can be made easier if you take the time to understand its systems and how to fight certain bosses, or course that make the game easier. The difficulty is choosing to have the patience to get to that point. Awesome new remodel for the Storm Arknock.
Yeah, that's a first. I don't even know. That's a TR enemy, and I don't even know if TR. There's Mafala. There she is. I don't even know if TR has used the Storm Monarch yet, guys. So it's very exciting that we get to see that.
But, yeah, I mean, that's how it is. The internet is all about memes and chuckles and simping over this character, that character, that just waters down, like, our gaming. And it just, I get having fun with stuff, but it's like, people don't even appreciate gaming as art anymore. They don't even appreciate story. Like, all they want, I don't care about story, I just want mindless action.
All right.
And then that's why stories in games have less quality, is because you only care about mindless action, which is why Elder Scrolls lost its great storytelling.
Well, that and they fired their great storytellers. Or their great storytellers left, to be fair to what actually happened.
Probably because they didn't like the direction the games were going. But thankfully, we have studios that understand great storytelling while giving you good gameplay, and that would be Larian.
All right, we've got Mafala all the way here at the very tippy top.
Pretty much whatever Larian does, I'll be paying attention to. What's the statue of Mafala? That's a girl, right?
Yeah, so we've got Mayward's Dagon.
Let me take a look at her. Let me check her out.
Okay, Mafala. Next up, the one that Molag Bal is next.
Isn't it the one that put the curse on the dumber to make him ash-skinned?
No, that's Azura.
Oh, Azura's not in here, is she?
There's Azura statue here. There's Mafala. The spider.
Let me see.
You're 10 seconds behind. You'll see it. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. So now we need to go all the way back down, which sucks because we need to go back down toward.
She has multiple arms to hug and love you. So I mean.
She's the web spinner.
Also, I love Mage Bane, and I love Dark Souls 1 and 3.
Mage Bane is pretty cool.
That was always a choice, even in D&D. Everybody is going to derail your campaign. You can't blame the players for choosing to play the game how they want to. The blame is on Bethesda for choosing to go that direction. How much on the stream did I miss? Kinda wish I could have caught the stream.
You're not missing much. We're wandering around this cave like an asshole right now.
Pretty much, this is continuation from the stream we did earlier today, which was already difficult because it kept breaking on us. But yeah, we're just trying to activate the right kind of statues so that we can get access to the thingamabob and get out of here. We also got to take that guy's heart back to him, assuming you can even find how to get back to him. I'm already so lost.
No, I think we're going. I'm vaguely thinking we're going in the right direction, either for the stranger, or for Molag Ball, or for both. Let's see here.
Kind of wonder what happens if you activate the wrong one. Like maybe an enemy comes out and tries to kill you.
Nothing. It just doesn't activate. I've already had that happen where.
I would have probably already lost my mind being in this dungeon.
Okay,
already.
there's Namira.
Me too.
There's Azura. We need Molag Ball.
I mean, I wouldn't even be able to complete it because, well, for one, I don't know which one of these Daedra are which, so I'd have to have Zoo with me.
There's Molag Ball. Okay. We're going to slow fall again.
The detail is insane, but man, I only have so much patience when it comes to dungeons. Like, yeah, I get that too. I mean, it's cool, but I think I appreciate it more by watching it more than I would want to play it.
Okay.
I mean, I want some interesting dungeons and level design.
Oh, I'm hooked on this now. Now that I've cracked it, guys, I'm hooked on this. I love this. Now we got to go all the way back up to Namira. Fuck.
But yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean, can we even really blame Bethesda? I mean, I guess so. They wanted to chase money, then keep their integrity, so yeah, but you know, I don't know, man. It's just unfortunate. That's why I say at this point, support the games that truly have some love and care put into them, and that would be indie games, because indie games have not become franchises, and I don't really see a lot of indie games getting so much success that they become the equivalent of a AAA franchise and then have annual releases. I mean, you got things like Shovel Knight and Cuphead and Hollow Knight, right? So there's those, but even those are not going to be to the status of a Resident Evil or a Final Fantasy. So I don't think we really have to worry about the quality of those games going downhill. But it's just the AAA side of gaming that I think is really, really soured beyond repair. And that's why you just gotta support the good ones when they come out and ignore all the rest. Because we've got so many games now that, like Zeus says, we don't really even need any more new games.
No, we sure don't.
It's like, we don't even really need any more movies, honestly. There's so many movies, like, things I probably haven't even watched that came out when I was a kid. I've discovered some movies from like the 80s and 90s I didn't even know existed. I said, hey, that's pretty good. Why didn't I ever see that? Because I didn't know it existed. Too many movies and shows. You can literally watch all of the sitcoms from the 80s and 90s, and it would probably take you a couple of years to get, you know, maybe a year or more to get through all of them. Who knows?
Oh wait,
so
there's
yeah,
our stranger guy
I think
over
it's
there.
time that we ignore the slop and appreciate the quality, and also get back into the retro side of gaming. Because
retro is always good.
And now that I'm seeing this, I'm just sitting there thinking, how many old games that I used to play have mods for them that may have added something cool to it or fixed some kind of issue or whatever I had a problem with. Like, how many like RPGs and things? Like, there's some crazy ones, like Final Fantasy IX mods that let you keep Best Girl Beatrice in the game as a permanent party member.
Hey, bro.
and just debates of games. Like there's literally okay, I'm gonna shut up while Zoo does this.
All right, you've returned, friend. A strange place this is. Oh, yes, strange and beautiful, but I am ready to move on. How did you fare against the Storm Monarch? You brought me my heart, friend. I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you. I may finally leave this place and move on. Perhaps I shall finally meet the great Mordrin Hanin. Now, as I recall, I promised an answer to answer your questions about this very strange place. I have knowledge and speculation, a dangerous combination, but it's the best I can give. Perhaps you want to know more about the mighty Storm Monarch, or about my fate, or do you wish to know who Mordrin Hanin truly was? The many statues play a part in that. Then there is the odd shipwreck down below. Have you seen it? And of course, the musicians and their sweet tune. Ask away, friend, for I am yours. Alrighty. Well, we'll start with the mighty Storm Monarch. Ah, yes, the mighty Storm Monarch, a sight to behold, isn't it? The elders who entombed the great Mordrin Hanin in this place summoned the Storm Monarch and the other Daedra to protect the burial chamber. The elders must have been particularly powerful, for it is not easy to control a Storm Monarch and to bind it to this world. Then again, are we still in this world? Mordrin Hanin, tell me about him. Who is Mordrin Hanin? Truly, he died so long ago that his passing has become the stuff of legend. Who he was remains an enigma. Perhaps he was a powerful priest worshipping one of the Daedras. Some, in fact, claim that Mordrin may have been involved with a cult of Mehrunes Dagon worshippers. Then there is evidence that Mordrin was actually a Nord noble from Skyrim. Or maybe he was something else entirely. We do not know. All the more reason for the likes of us to seek his tomb and find a hint of the truth. Dunmer, same answer as usual. My fate? I thought it was my fate to enter Mordrin Hanin's burial chamber and bask in his greatness. Alas, I was unworthy. Now I believe it is my fate to move on and find Mordrin Hanin in the next life. I will be gone soon and perish in your wake, for you are the one who is meant to enter the chamber and find the great Mordrin Hanin. I can see that now. If you have need of it, you may have my old glass katana, if you can find it. It must have fallen down the waterfall after the Storm Monarch crushed my body.
Oh, it was his weapon we got.
It was, yes. Very cool. Odd shipwreck. The odd shipwreck lies at the bottom of this cavern. How did it get there? For you and I both know that the only way to reach this strange place is through the Trader's Flame. No boat could make the trip, or so it would seem. Perhaps they found another way. Then again, it is said that drinking the cup of passage in any place other than the front of the Trader's Flame will kill you. And it would seem that the ship's crew all perished, so perhaps in a way, the legends have been proven right. Many statues. Yes, the many statues, witnesses to the great Mordrin Hanin's funeral. For when Mordrin died, even the gods shed their tears, or so the stories tell. The elders who buried old Mordrin were a group of powerful Daedra worshippers, and they came from renowned places, such as Ashel-Malia, Malakalikishi, and Old Satha. Notice the absence of 5 commonly known Daedra princes: Vermina, Clavicus Vile, Periite, Meridia, and Nocturnal, all missing. Considered elders by the traitors by the elders. Why? I do not know. The sweetness of their musicians of their sweet tune. Ah, yes, the musicians. I have met them. They are quite chatty. All right, well.
Musicians at?
That I'm not certain of. We're going to take that lyre, though. That's unique. I've never seen one of those before. All right, who was the last Daedra we did? It was Molag Bal. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see how big that soul monarch soul is real quick. Storm Monarch, 7,200. Yeah, it's strong soul. For sure.
Let's see. I love exploring. Let's see.
Namira now.
I was going to bury the hawk, but then I realized my dog would just dig it out. So I ended up putting it in a bag and burying it in a cherry field a few miles away from my house.
Dude, story time. So, back long ago, back when I was in college, still living at home, we had a Malamute, which is a big Alaskan dog. Her name was Misty. And Misty would sometimes get up to the most mischievous shit a dog ever got up to. And we lived a little bit out in the country, so she would roam the country. And so our neighbor, Kurt, had killed a chicken and had buried that chicken in his cornfield. Misty, I guess, smelled it through the dirt. Maybe he didn't bury it enough, right? Well, Misty dug up that rotten chicken and brought it and left it in the driveway next to my car. Oh my God. I was getting up to go to college. I was like, to this day, it's the nastiest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, Dad, I need help with this. And so sure enough, he comes out and he starts gagging. And it's like, dude, ugh. That chicken, man.
Hope you washed your dog's mouth out. Gosh, ugh. I would have hosed her down. Like, say, look, you dig up nasty, dead, rotting things, you're getting hosed down. I would never let that dog lick me in the face again. Ever. Ever.
It was nasty.
See, I love exploring dungeons, so I wouldn't mind this one.
It's grown on me. It was awesome at first. When I was in the water, swimming around slowly, not able to climb on anything, I got really frustrated for a second. And now I'm fucking sold on it. Now I've never been more sold
but
on it.
I would just say, Zoo, tell me where to go and what to do so I can get this loot. I'm not messing around with this.
You don't have the patience for this one.
Nah, this one's a bit more.
You were already impatient with the Corpusarium, so yeah, this is way.
Yeah, this is a bit. I want some. I want a nice balance, but this is very, very, very well. It's significant. It's very. It's a lot. It's a lot. That doesn't make it bad. It just means I would have to be in a mood for something like this. And I just don't think I would want to spend a whole stream doing this dungeon.
This has been 2 streams.
This would probably be something I would do off stream. Because I would just feel like people would get bored watching this. I don't think they would oh, where do I go? What do I do? Like, I don't want a stream to be like that. Like, I just don't.
Right.
It's always the corporate decisions. Game A sold well. The only reason you change game B is when you're trying to attract a different, wider audience. Yeah. Unfortunately, Lofty, the days of we getting unique and awesome games from AAA publishers is pretty much over. They are now remake, sequel, remaster machines.
Well, the term is risk averse. Yeah, they are risk averse now.
Yeah, they're risk averse now because they found out what franchises made them household names, and now they don't need to innovate. They can just coast, and it's a shame. And it also means for less real exciting and innovative and unique titles, and you would kind of want those from the big companies just to see what they could do. But I mean, I'm surprised that we're getting a new IP from Capcom like Pragmata. But I will say it just looks like Dead Space with robots, and you got like a little girl on your back. Very weird. I still want to play that demo, but it's very weird. Hopefully it's good.
I don't care about GameCube cards.
Yeah.
No,
Bethesda was chasing the cash and always have been. At some point, they stopped caring about making good. That's like I said. That's the whole AAA industry. Even Nintendo is that way. I mean, they're starting to do some more of the AAA industry decisions, like Mario Kart, but open world. That's stupid. But it sold like how much did it sell? 15 million. I don't know how much it sold. It sold a lot. So that means the next Mario Kart World will probably be an even bigger open world with more crap that doesn't make sense in a Mario Kart game. If they do another Smash Bros open world, because that sure makes sense, right? In a Smash Brothers game.
A Mithril Shockblade?
What?
Just the shit that we're finding in this cave, man.
Mithril Shockblade?
That is incredible. But by the way, Mithril weapons are exceptionally rare. This is a motherfucking Mithril Claymore.
Is that better than the katana that you got?
No. I mean, the shock spell, yeah, 5, 10, 50, 20. So 25 to 50 extra shock damage, and then yeah, that's actually Mithril Shockblade is, but yeah, it's better.
That's assuming they aren't resistant to shock, though. Raw damage is not better, but with the it gives them weakness to shock, 15 to 40%. So if they're not weak to shock, it'll make them weak to shock. Wow. So if something's immune to shock,
yeah, if you hit them with that sword, and they're weak and they're not weak to shock, it will make them. If they're resistant to shock, it'll strip the resistance up to that percentage.
Oh my god!
If they're not resistant to shock, it will make the shock damage more damaging. That's a crazy fucking thing.
Okay, I would be happy to leave the dungeon right now with that. Like, I would.
Phil, if you wait till you see what's actually here, bro.
I was like, I can't figure out the rest of this puzzle dungeon. I'm gonna just get this good loot, and then I'm gonna pour it out of here, with a scroll or something.
Also, the fact that we literally cannot leave until we solve this now.
Well, you mean if you had a scroll, you could leave, right? It's not like it's going to lock you in here forever.
That's true, but then according to the mod, you forfeit everything if you do that. It's over. It's gone.
Yeah. But they choose not to, and they stuck to their guns. And Elden Ring. Let's see what. Hold on, I gotta catch up. Okay.
We're leaving so much shit in this cave, man.
Like From Software could have at any point in time when making their sequels and spiritual sectors chose to simplify and water down their games and their mechanics to attract a wider audience, but they chose not to and stuck to their guns, and Elden Ring won Game of the Year. The Lofty said, "You're right, but here's the thing. All of the non-gamer screaming people that can't be bothered to actually learn to play the game because they don't have enough time to play games and they need hand-holding or whatever, they're the ones, and then even the game journals, they're the ones crying and screaming every time From Software comes with another Souls game about why there should be super duper easy and compromise their game stuff. We talked about this before. And the thing is, I'm okay with there being difficulty in options in a lot of games, but not every game is made for every single person. Here's the thing. If your main complaint is that I don't have time to really learn to play this game, but I'm interested, I want to play the game. It's like, well, if you don't have enough time to play games because you have a busy work life, you have family, all this stuff, you may get to only play like 1 or 2 hours a night, or maybe a couple hours a week, then why are you wanting to play a From Software game, even if it wasn't difficult, even if it was baby easy? Why would you want to play that when it's going to be a massive long game anyways? Take the difficulty out of the equation. There's so many quests, a lot of them are hidden. There's multiple gameplay, like play sessions, different endings. You're not gonna, you know what I'm saying here? So why are you complaining and using that as your reason for them to make this game like a Ubisoft title for you?
I sort of get it, but here's the thing. Like, the counter question is, why not just add an easy mode? Why not just add an easy mode?
Because they're not asking for an easy mode. They're asking for the game to hold their hand all the way through.
Well, tough fucking titty. They don't get that, but here's an easy mode. That's what I would be like if I was From Software.
My thing is, like, there is so many other games that you can play. If you only have a couple of hours, and why would you even want to play something like that? Why don't you just go play a Mario game? Play games where you can actually have enough
because if they can't beat I'll answer that. Because honestly, if they can't beat Elden Ring, they probably can't beat Mario Brothers 3 either.
Then they probably shouldn't be playing it. I'll be honest with you. If I didn't have enough time to sit down and play a video game for a couple of hours, several hours a night, at least 5 hours a night, then I probably wouldn't have gaming as my hobby, and I wouldn't be screaming and crying that they should just make it so stupid easy that I literally just walk in and swipe my sword one time and the boss falls over and dies, and then I'm going to the next.
Well, I've solved this. I've solved this in a fun way, which is just put an easy mode and call it Game Journal mode. That's double win.
Call it Game Journal mode.
Yep, Game Journal mode.
It feels like it's just it's like their thing that they need to just complain to From Software for putting out a game that isn't accessible to everyone. Like E for everyone. It's like every game wants to be E for everyone. Put yellow paint here, put yellow paint there, put yellow paint in my underwear. And it's like, y'all. Like, these games, From Software is making a game that they want. And if you like it, that's great. If you don't, and it's not, and you can't do it, then move on to something else.
Like, I get where people are coming from when they have this critique. I think it's mystified. I think this is mystification in action. And what I mean by that is I don't think we're asking the right questions here. And when you ask the wrong questions, you never get the answers. I think there is a way to bring more people into FromSoft's games without giving up on what FromSoft has to do. I'll give you a great example. Ninja Gaiden is the same game. Ninja Gaiden Black added a mode called Ninja Dog Mode. Now, I thought that was hilarious because it's literally poking fun at the people who can't fucking do the regular mode. I thought that was pretty good. A good way to handle that.
What happens in the Ninja Dog Mode? Where you
it's piss easy, and there's certain things and enemies you'll never fight in the game, and you just get a watered down experience. But it did enable some people who would never have been able to complete Ninja Gaiden to complete Ninja Gaiden on Ninja Dog Mode. It's like, yeah, congratulations, I guess. But at the same time, like, yeah, you are a Ninja Dog.
Soul shoot. Yeah, maybe they should just put, like, instead of saying Game Journal Mode, this is what they should name it in every single game. The Dark Side Phil Mode.
Dark Side Phil's another one, yeah, that cries all the time about that
Dark Side Phil Mode. The Dark Side. If he played my game and he was complaining about it, I would literally put that in the game. It's like, and now you're making fun of me, and I could totally sue for that, for doing that. It was like, how dare you do that?
Yeah.
Anyways, these chats are popping off. Let me get back to them.
Okay,
where was I?
We're having a hard time finding Malakath now. Fuck. Malakath and Hermaeus Mora.
Well,
Locating them is going to be a pain in
Yep,
the ass.
dogs do that. My dog be bringing dead gophers, rats, and birds every now and then, but this time something came to her and she still came out on top. Those wolf instincts must be kicking in. Yep, I guess personally I like exploring, but I can see how some people burn out on a tedious dungeon. Oh yeah, like I like interesting dungeons, but I don't want to like stay in the same dungeon for a couple of hours trying to figure it out. As cool as the loot it is to look at, I think to me a good dungeon is something that has lore and story. It has some puzzles, exploration, but it's not so difficult, confusing to navigate, head scratching that you get frustrated. Like there should be a nice balance, and this is really impressive. But it's also like extreme. Like it's a bit too over the top. I can appreciate it, but I can't say, like, let's say frequent replays of this mod, I probably wouldn't want to play this mod again. I'll be honest. I would explore it. I'd do it once, try to get everything I could, but I would never come back to visit again because it's just too elaborate.
So here's what I will say. Like, I can already give Seeloff some great constructive criticism on this. And that is, let us do the statues out of order. If you find the statue, click on it, activate it, cool, you're moving on. I honestly feel like that would alleviate, because right now, what we're doing is we're trying to locate statues, and we're having to go back down and up and down and up to try to locate.
What I'm saying, it's getting tedious and frustrating, and it takes away from how wonderful this dungeon is and how beautiful it is to look at. But I feel like his ambitions are really big for his mods, and it's like, dude, instead of just doing like dungeons, I think you need to be doing something significant with the Tamriel rebuilt guys. Like, I think
and TR would, and here's the cool thing about if he were to work with TR, not that we're telling him what to do at all, but they would rein some of this in because of their standards.
Yeah.
They would rein some of this in on review.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sanguine is next. Okay.
Yeah. And he may not like that, but I would say, well, you have to think about it. Majority of Morrowind people that are going to download a lot of these mods or whatever, they probably won't want a dungeon this. Like, I could already see, like, a lot of people, like, if we're playing Morrowind, or this was a dungeon in a new game that came out, they'd be like, I like the game, but man, this one dungeon was just, it was so tedious.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm fucking digging this now.
Oh,
but I'm with Phil. I can see how a lot of people would be like, man, like, fucking 6 hours is a little lengthy for a dungeon, dog.
It was like, yeah, you kind of made it confusing. I didn't know where to go, what to do, and like, I don't need like super duper hand holding, but also, you shouldn't need yellow paint to tell people where to go, but you should design your dungeons and your levels to where navigating it and like exploring it without splashing yellow paint everywhere is really, it's built into the environment.
Well, here's the thing, Philly, he did do that, and let me show you. You're looking at it right now. Well, you will be in 10 seconds. He did yellow paint, but we're just not used to looking for yellow paint. It's these purple crystals.
Yeah.
Look at that column and look at the purple crystals, like highlighting that like it is calling out to you to climb up this stairwell.
Yeah.
That's how I finally cracked it, actually, which is fucking hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, the purple crystals are telling you where to go.
They are kind of the yellow paint of the dungeon in a way that isn't yellow paint, which is really kind of useful.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of had that thought. I was like, probably supposed to go where those crystals are.
Yep.
But it was just, I don't know.
But I resist the yellow paint.
The dungeon is a bit. it's a bit dark, so it's also making it hard to navigate because you have a lot of those other crystals that are highlight. Some of them aren't telling you to go there, but then others are. So it's like maybe he should have used a different color crystal, like ones that you know you're not supposed to go to,
yeah.
and ones, yeah, like.
I can't believe we found a fucking mithril sword. Holy hell, yeah. That's.
Anyways, I got to get back to these. There's so many chats. I'm sorry, guys. We just
remember, Phil, give us the name of the person chatting too.
I am.
Yeah. Otherwise, and the reason I say that is otherwise they just run together on me.
I suspect. Let's see. Personally, I like. Let's see. For me, though, I love dungeons, so I definitely look forward to exploring it when I get my new PC later this year. You want to buy me a new PC too, Maxon? The Lofty says, "You're preaching to the choir, my man." And he also said, "I suspect there will be an AAA gaming crash, and there already kind of is. Most people are sticking to AA and indie." Yeah, Zoo's already called that. I mean...
Yeah.
He's gonna do his analysis of the Switch 2. Like I'm thinking, what, May?
May 1st.
Yeah, May 1st. So we get an idea there.
Well, we expect it'll be May 1st. It really depends on when Nintendo decides to give it. But sometime in May we'll get the fiscals.
If Nintendo will actually give a first-party direct, where's that at?
I do think we're gonna get a first-party direct. Here's the thing, guys. They almost have to. They almost have to do it.
Like, they've got to. Like, it's not almost about it. It's like, you better, or you're just dunzo, in my opinion.
Well, like, it's just not having the only major upcoming AAA game that you're going to be doing being Fire Emblem is not going to be acceptable to investors come May 1st. So they're going to have something to give investors on May come May in order to avoid like a bloodbath. So for that reason alone, I do expect that we're going to have something.
We should have already been hearing about it. Like if there's not an announcement of upcoming Nintendo Direct, main first party Direct in like April, I'm going to be like, guys, like, I don't think we're going to get one till June.
Nintendo can be weird. Point, they can be really strange sometimes. But
oh yeah, that's true.
Honestly, this is almost tantamount to investor negligence if they don't give us something so I'm guessing if I had to put money on it, I would bet on a direct in April. I would set my clock to it. But if we don't, I'm going to be floored. I'm going to be fucking gobsmacked.
Calling it Master Chief is going to be a guest character in both the new Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. That'd be funny.
Yeah, they have been cultivating a relationship with Microsoft, so that's definitely.
I could also see like some indie characters showing up. Imagine if Shovel Knight and Hollow Knight and Cuphead popped in there. That would just be wild. Maxon said, "Yep, Nords and Storm Air knocks Shug off the shock effect, but other than that, it's great. Can't remember if Doom or Constructs are immune. Well, that weapon will actually make them sort of immune to it, so that's sort of sick."
It's Mithril. I love the Mithril swords. They're one of my favorite sets.
Roland? Lofty says, "Okay, well that's just it. The difference is that Bethesda decided to listen to them. From Software did." Yep, and that's the key point. From Software didn't, because From Software, and this is why I believe this, From Software was always given the stink eye. They were always treated as like a black sheep. They would come out with these. They're one of the people that came out with the first big 3D dungeon crawler game on the PS1, Kingsfield, and it was really pushing the limits of the machine, honestly. And even when like Demon's Souls came out on the PS3, the head of PlayStation at the time, that Shuya guy, whatever his name is, he's no longer there. He was like, "What is this? This is terrible. Who would ever want to play this?" And then somehow Dark Souls came out and it clicked with everybody.
And that type of formula was finally accepted, and that's only when people really started to care about them. They were always just considered like an okay company. Nobody really cared about their games. Even the Armored Core games, nothing really stood out for them. Um, and now, whenever From Software drops a game, everybody's like foaming out the mouth for it, right? And I feel like they have always skipped to their own beat. They've always been kind of mistreated. So when they see people start complaining about that stuff, they don't care. It's like, look, we've been getting hate for our games for years. If you don't like that we make a game this way, we don't care, because we've been making games that we want to make from the very beginning, and we're not going to change that. You don't like it?
Well, except that's not what FromSoft did. This is hardcore gamer nonsense, Phil. That's not what FromSoft did. What are Ashes of War? What are the summons that you can summon at any time, not just for boss battles? Like, literally, there's a meme that literally has, like, the Mimic tier. And the Mimic tier in the meme literally is sitting on the Elden Throne, because you can literally beat the game just by running your own Mimic tier once you get that. So I would argue that FromSoft actually gave us all kinds of tools in order to make Elden Ring easier. Elden Ring, despite some of its bosses being tougher in mechanics, I would say that the FromSoft games have never been more accessible than they are now.
With that, but what I'm saying is,
so Elden Ring did try to grow. That's the point. They did try to grow. That's what Elden Ring was.
Oh yeah, but what I mean is, they haven't completely. They're not slapping yellow paint. They're taking the Ubisoft direction.
No, they did it smart, but
what they're doing is they're fleshing out, and you can see that through every Souls game. They always flesh out the titles. Yeah. Like, you go back and play Dark Souls 1, and then you play Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, you will see an evolution.
Right. I guess what I'm saying is, don't mistake smart growth for not trying to grow, is what I would caution hardcore gamers in particular. Hardcore gamers do this thing a lot. It's really annoying. And it's like, no, we don't want any changes whatsoever that will appeal to anybody outside of us, the hardcore gamer. And it's like, do you guys want your hobby to grow or fucking not? Because you kind of need some of these people in order to do it. And it always just makes me laugh when there are hardcore gamers that do that. It's like, you don't want zero growth. You don't want to gatekeep as much as you may think you want to gatekeep, I promise.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's really, really bad for the hobby that you claim to love. It's just that, you want to, like, look at Zelda Breath of the Wild, that did kind of the same thing. It expanded that franchise in a way by, one, going back to its roots, and two, opening up and giving you all kinds of different ways to play that fucking game. And at the same time, it's a very difficult game, especially early on. So it's doable. I think you can please both audiences. You just have to be smart about it.
Yeah. I agree too. Like, I'm going to say, because it's like, I think Elden Ring, and I agree with you, Elden Ring is probably the most accessible.
It is.
To newcomers for Souls likes than any of the other previous games, because the co-op and the open world right from the beginning. You can fight so many of those bosses with a friend. I mean, some are still, you got to do solo, but you can run around together and literally play the whole game with a friend, and it's fantastic. And if I was telling somebody to play, like, how do I get in Souls, I would say Elden Ring. It's by far the best start, and you don't have to play any of the previous ones to understand it, because it's its own game. But yeah, that is the smart way of bringing in new players. But just making it like a stupid way of doing it is like, oh, let's just give it the Ubisoft treatment. Let's slap yellow paint over it. Let's have the characters literally vocally say what they're doing as they're doing. Well, I guess I better climb this mountain. I'm climbing the mountain now. Oh, look, there's something glowy over there. I better interact with it. Now I got the glowy thing. Oh, I should probably stick it in this thing over here. Like, no. That treats people like they're ignorant and stupid. And maybe a lot of gamers want to be treated that way, but I don't. Do it in a smart way. If you want real growth and real growth for your IP and your community, do it in a way that respects the player, even if they don't want to be respected because they got the dude bro mentality. Do it anyways, because when you do it anyways, not only is it going to make you feel better as a developer to really respect what you're doing, but it's also gonna give you natural growth. Like, you're not gonna have just toxic fans just defending it for the sake of defending it. You're gonna have real organic growth, and that's what's so important. There should be no easy mode in a From Software, says Maxon. And even if there was, odds are they'd end up being made a fool of, like DSP was when he was failing God of War Ragnarok on easy mode. They'd still complain. Of course they will.
But Maxon, that's what I'm telling you and Phil, guys. Like, there is an easy mode in Elden Ring. It's just integrated. It's just there. And it's using the ashes. It's using the ashes and using the shadow summons. If you do that, if you use Mimic Tier, if you use, what is it, that lady, the Huntress lady, that's one of the Dark Huntresses or whatever, they can literally single-handedly clear boss fights for you. So there should be no easy mode. This is hardcore gamer nonsense, and it is anti-growth, and you will kill your hobby. If you take that track.
I am gonna just add to you there, Sue. Like, you haven't played that game in a long time. They patched the heck out of that Mimic Tier. It's not as broken as it was. They're not.
Did they patch all of the summons? Good. Because the summons will still clear things for you. I promise they will.
Yeah.
I just watched somebody play through it, and
the brokenness in that for quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's less broken, but I literally just watched a player, like, on a recent build, and they took one of those ashes of summons, whatever they call them. I forget, they're echoes, and it was the lady that's like I forget the lore in the game. It's been so long since I played, but it's the Dark Huntress lady that killed one of the gods, and that lady, that's an S tier fucking summon, and she just clears things, so that, again, I will reiterate that Dark Souls has never been more accessible, and that is a good thing. Just do it smartly.
Yes.
You just got to be smart about it.
The problem is these people don't want it in a smart way. They literally want it to be a button that turns, to literally have the dumb treatment, like, oh, you're a baby. Let me literally.
Can you show these people to me? I confess, I've never seen anybody be like, yeah, I want the game super dumbed down. Like, Game Journo, sure, but they don't even come out. They don't even come out and say. They don't even come out and say that. But
I literally remember seeing people scream in videos on the internet, like YouTube, about it. Like,
I'd love to see it, because I half think this might be an invented problem. I really do. I don't see a lot of people screaming for.
I'm not gonna sit there and say there's like tons of it, but I've seen like, we've seen Darkside Phil do it. And
Darkside Phil is a moron.
Whether they're being genuine or they're just being ridiculous, I don't know. But I remember seeing this one person. I think they were in like I don't know, it was like a podcast or something. I clicked on the video because I think an article linked to it.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
In the video, they were saying they wanted accessibility options for the new Souls game. Like, I don't know why they're not just putting in this easy mode that literally shows you exactly where to go and what to pick up and how to beat the boss.
Yeah, they did. They did.
What about handicapped people? What about handicapped people? And I was sitting there going, you're not asking for accessibility. You're asking for them to literally turn the game into something it's not. You're asking for them to make it into a Ubisoft slop game. And that's not what From Software is about. They've already put things in the game that make it easier. You got the Ash summons, you got the co-op summons. Like, I don't know what more you need. Like, this is by far the easiest one because of all those quality of life features.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't. It's been so long since I saw it, but I remember seeing it a couple of years ago, and I was just like,
Okay. It's the first thing I like to do is make sure we're battling a actual problem. That's always the first thing I like to check on because a lot of
but
time.
hey, if there's anybody else is watching the stream, if you've seen evidence of that tube, and
Yeah,
you can
show it to
share
me, for
videos
sure.
of it, go ahead, do it because I don't remember where I saw that. It's been too long ago. It was like when Elden Ring just
And again,
came
I'm not.
out,
I'm
so
not
it's been several
saying that
years.
it's not there. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I wonder how large a problem this is. If this is like a dark side Phil thing, or if
Yeah.
this is like a widespread issue of people demanding from soft games be watered down in that specific way. Because again, like the proper response isn't to go. And again, I don't want to mystify the problem. The proper response isn't to go on a tirade against accessibility and against making the FromSoft games more accessible. It's the exact wrong way to go about solving that problem. The correct thing is to point out that FromSoft did listen to you. It is the most accessible game they've ever done, and instead of crying about it, you should fucking try to play it. And
Exactly.
like that should be what we tell them. It's like actually they did exactly what you're asking them to do, and you should go play it.
Yeah. And Lofty says, that's why I don't think it's people's fault. That's Bethesda's fault. Roland says, I feel like this complaint is imaginary and outdated. Elden Ring basically addressed most issues that people had with difficulty by adding so many ways to play the game and reduce difficulty. It did! But you tell that to the game journals and the people that don't want to listen. They literally don't care. They don't care because they don't listen. They don't pay attention. They don't play these games. They make outrage articles and outrage videos, like so
Right,
many
but at that point we're
YouTubers
talking.
do.
And I think that's what Roland's saying. At that point we're talking about game journos, not so much gamers, and we all know how much gaming game journos actually do. And I don't think
No.
game journos should be listened to at all. So if that's
Exactly.
the people, if that is the people we're talking about, my solution is ignore them. Don't make.
Well,
it.
it's not just the game journos; it's also the YouTubers. But we shouldn't listen to them either,
Yeah,
because they're
much
both
more
like
limited.
they're both from the same crop. They're
Yeah.
the same cream of the crop.
Well, what I would say is at least the YouTuber are actually playing the games in theory. But
Not the outrage ones that always complain about
right.
everything.
No, I hear you on that. I definitely hear you on that. But yeah,
I'm not seeing waves of people complaining about Elden Ring's different. Well, you got to keep in mind this was like in when the game first came out. It's died down now, but it's every single time From Software comes out with a new game, and wait till the next one. There'll be all these articles and all these YouTubers making those videos. It's a cycle that repeats over and over again. Just like Bethesda could have added ways to bring more people into the game without removing spell creation, etc. Yeah, Elden Ring most definitely did. The regions are divided with different difficulties, with the intention being that new players level up in lower level regions and gradually build up to the end game. Maxon said, bugged game mechanics, DOOD, snort, nothing I can do.
yeah, honks. Yeah, Dark Side Phil, honk, snort, online lag, bug game mechanics. This is online lag. I'm pressing buttons.
Man.
I'm pressing buttons.
And crumbled pink sugar cookies are cheeks. Their lemon pie cookies, on the other hand, are ooh, I want some.
Yeah, here's my message to Dark Side Phil. Go flush some fucking. Go flush some bacon grease down your toilet again. That was
Drive a warthog. No, he is the warthog. Max.
he is the yeah, you know,
the
he
warthog.
honk snort. Honk snort.
Back, guys. Just woke up. Hey, Stony. What's up, buddy? Sorry, I'm just seeing it. Maxon. Oh, man. I was cheeks when I played Dark Souls for the first time and ended up getting good at it. So, personally, I feel it's more of a skill issue and laziness when people want literally easy mode. He says, I mean, you can literally summon a mimic in heavy armor to just tank and then just switch to a glass.
That's
cannon
my
that
point
kills the boss
exactly. Yes, that's
with
my
like
point.
1 or 3 shots from literally made to easy to cheese. Yes, but see, these people don't take the time to do that because they're like, but I have to play the game long enough to get that stuff, and I don't know where to go and what to do. I'm like, oh my gosh. I just ignore them. It's like I pretend that those people are not out there, and it makes my journey of playing the game so
Bro,
much
there's a
better.
jellyfish. There's a jellyfish you get. I'm not even shitting you. This jellyfish is obtained literally in like the first area. And if you use that jellyfish in the Morgott fight, he will poison Morgott. And you can just dodge and avoid Morgott until he fucking keels over. I just have no patience for this. Like, if that's not enough for you. And again, I've never heard anybody. I'm also, like, I don't hear a lot of people crying about Elden Ring's difficulty. Like, this seems like a Dark Side Phil problem, and he is not reflective of anything we should be listening to. There she is!
Tier is great. Mimic Tier is great, but I guarantee you, if you try to have it carry you through the end game, you will have a bad time. I have no problem with people joining the hobby. I have a problem with people hijacking them. Yes, and that's what's really happening these days. It's like you also have the crowd that's like, oh, I watched my favorite streamer play through the whole game, so now I have the right to have an opinion and tell you about the game and give you tips on how to play and then critique your gaming because I watched somebody else play it, so now I know everything. And I'm like, really? There's people out there that do that. I know they are.
Well,
but
again, guys, like, is this the problem? Like, is this the problem? Like, of all the problems in video games, this is the problem? Like, somebody claiming they watched a stream and so now they get to give it...
No, I'm just saying that, like, no, there's much bigger problems than that. Come
okay.
on,
Okay.
I'm just saying there's people out there that do that. I'm answering these questions and responding to stuff.
But this is kind of my response, too. It's just like, I really, really don't want to mystify the problems going on in gaming.
Oh, no.
Like, our hobby is being fucking smothered before our eyes, man. Like, we've got to know why it's actually happening.
Greedy corporations.
It's corpos. Yeah, the answer is it's never gamers. It's never non-gamers. It's corpos.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Well, it's also, the gamers that keep supporting the corpos when they know they shouldn't. So.
To an extent, gamers are the worst customers. I have said this repeatedly.
Because they're in a captured, they're like in a realm that they don't even realize. It's like they think everything's like cotton candy and rainbows, and because they have a spell over their eyes, and really they're just walking through like blood and gore, and they don't even know what's happening. Because they got the cotton candy rainbow glasses on.
There's the mirror.
I have no problem with people. Let's see. Spirit Ashes aren't more of a tool than a difficulty slider. DSP, Neo Gauze, Seek is broken. The toilet is clogged, and Jasper Kitty needs to eat. So step it up on those donos. All right, great, good, thanks. Now let's hit that goal, Snort.
I need a cure for my gout. Honk. Snort. Like, yeah, Darkside Phil's fun. He's fun to make fun of, for sure.
And that's why he has a huge following, because it's all the stunt.
No, that guy's smart as fuck. That guy is smart as fuck, I'm telling you.
I'd argue Elden Ring is more difficult than past Souls games. 100% Zoo, people should just try and play it.
Yeah,
like,
just
I don't know if you
play
guys
the game.
played the expansion, but man, if you thought base game was easy, have fun with Promise Consort Raiden. You can cheese him by poking him to death with max poise. There's literally no excuse why noobs should complain. If you change your build entirely to do that, sure, but it still takes a degree of skill to understand the boss's weaknesses. Classic DSP moment. The lofty one. The jellyfish is decent against Morgott, but it will most certainly die.
Oh yeah, but I mean, all he has to
Exactly.
do is survive long enough to be poisoned, right? Like all you got to do is see.
Exactly.
It's all he's got to survive long enough to do, and he has done his job. He can retire to Valhalla at that point.
Exactly, and the jellyfish is literally given to you at the start of the game.
Yeah.
The spirit ashes aren't as much of a crutch that most people believe. It still takes some work for the player.
Well, that's every fucking video game ever. My point is, it's an accessible game in ways that other FromSoft games may not have been as accessible. It literally says, "Hey, here's a buddy that can follow you and summon it throughout the entire fucking game." That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because you didn't have things like that before. I mean, you had to, like an old.
You
game,
did,
like
but it was
scroll.
only for select boss battles and certain times.
Yeah. And then you have to actually find their summons. This one you could just put out whenever, pretty much. The spirit ashes aren't much of a see. Jellyfish is squishy too, no pun intended. Big Zoo. Pyrotosis is back again, baby. Hey, Pyros.
What's up? Yeah, jellyfish is squishy, but, I will reiterate. I have to raise my hand tentatively and reiterate. He doesn't have to be anything but a poison in that boss fight.
The jellyfish technically is squishy, so lore-wise, he's exactly
his squishiness is exactly what he
needs
needs to be. Goddamn it!
He's exactly as squishy and powerful as he needs to be. Star Wars has a chance now that Dave Filoni is in charge, but man, Kathleen Kennedy has done so much damage to Star Wars. She was literally handed a golden goose egg, and she turned it into turd.
Did anybody expect?
Sorry,
did anybody expect Disney to do anything else with that franchise?
She turned it to peanut butter.
Well, I gotta add, did anybody? I mean, the moment George Lucas sold it, not that George Lucas in the end did much good for it either. It's like, okay.
Hold on. Pyrotosis says, can we turn this call into a three-way? If you're still on Pyrotosis, sure.
Yeah, let's throw his ass on here, yeah. Maybe he can help us find fucking, all of a sudden I can't find fucking sanguine statues, so maybe he can help with that. Give me 1 second here.
Is that what you've been looking for this whole time?
Yep, that's what I've been listening to you guys.
For the last 30, 40 minutes?
Yep.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, that's why I can make this quest infinitely more better, literally with one suggestion. Let us select the statues in any order. If we find a statue, let us click the thing, boom, journal entry. That's all it's literally all you have to do.
Puzzle, but the problem is that these statues are so far out from each other, and it's so labyrinthy that it makes it...
having to find the statues in order is asinine. I get the puzzle, but it's asinine.
Well, you gonna add him to the call?
That's what I'm doing right now. It takes time.
Okay,
so real quick here. Gotta find.
Didn't have.
Are you under
before.
Pyrotosis in the? I am not seeing here Pyrotosis.
Yeah, you gotta tell us what your name is.
I think it's Pyrotosis.
It should be. We didn't have bosses bouncing and flying across the map at match 5. Andor and Rogue One were immaculate.
Yeah, I did. I love Rogue One, and I love what I've seen of Andor. I need to get back on Andor, honestly.
I'll have to join that call on another stream. I need to go to bed.
Oh, so he's not coming. He's not coming on now.
No, that's what Lofty said.
Oh yeah, same with you, Lofty. If you want to come on, anybody, yeah, but I got to find Pyrotosis here.
Have a good night, boys. Later, Lofty.
There's Pyrotosis. Okay, so let me do this. Oh, that would be why. I thought if you were in my Discord, it would automatically do this, but I guess not. Accept my friend request, and I can add you in the DM. Now, there he is. Okay. All right. Hey, can you hear me, man?
I hear you.
I can hear Pyrotosis, I think, is on mute or something's going on with Discord. That always happens. But
the call is being called, but he's not answering.
Oh, okay.
Unless he already left. Is Pyro still here?
I thought you said
Pyro,
he wanted to come on.
I mean, he did, but I may have read the chat so late. I don't know.
You're very bad at chat rating.
Dude, do you know how hard it is to manage chat?
I do.
Trust
me. I'm just
bunch of
fucking
people
with you.
popping off, and there's like
Oh, I know.
having discussion.
I have to give you shit. It's
Okay, he's here now. What's up? What's up, Pyro?
Oh, I was just having my typical.
What's up? What's good?
Oh,
Are we enjoying this dungeon, buddy? Because holy shit.
Yeah, he's lost.
Well, okay.
Ugh, I'm kind of bored.
I didn't ask you. I asked Pyrotosis.
And what do you think, Pyrotosis?
Yeah, we know you're bored. You couldn't even handle the Corpusarium.
Oh, I said the dungeon was fun.
Oh, there he is! Oh my god!
About time.
Fuck! Boethia, now all the way back fucking up top. Oh my... That's the problem here.
Wallet and watch.
That's the fucking problem here.
Yeah, my stand came off my desk.
Oh shit, never fun.
Yeah, I had a.
And then we're gonna have to go all the way down to the bottom of this shit for her scene again. Wow. Yeah, no, honestly, letting us do the statues in any order, just as we find them, solves the whole fucking thing. It legitimately does. Boethia's near the top. I remember Boethia.
So these have to be done in order?
They have to be done in the order of the witnessing, yes.
Wow.
That's what makes this insane. Oh no!
This is the same verticality crazy dungeon as before? Uh-oh.
I am not fucking dying here. Hold on real quick if this slow falling feels. Fuck! Oh, that makes me mad. Oh my god.
I saw a TGM. Kinda.
Fuck! Well, yeah, I just, in case we splatted, yeah, because I'm not doing all this over again.
But yeah, you did lose a lot of verticality.
Fuck! That would have been fine if we were going after her scene. But we're not. We're going after fucking Boethia, who's all the way at the top of this thing.
Six, seven. Funny number.
6767. That's what all the illiterates say, right? Isn't that the meme the illiterates love? Like, what are they called? Generation Alpha, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 7. 6 7.
I mean, it wouldn't really be a problem if you could levitate, if you can actually fly. Your stock up on mana potions.
Yeah, you would just, like, if I ever came back here, you bet your ass I'm fucking packing, like, enough fucking levitation to choke a fucking rhino.
And the ingredients for levitation are really common. It's just racer plumes and trauma root.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely doing that a bit different. Yep. Okay, we gotta go up the spire that way.
Yeah, I don't even know how many hours I have in Morrowind. I know I beat it on the Xbox. The worst way to play this game.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, a lot of people have like fond memories of because it's just their first time, right? You always remember your first. So I get it, but yeah, modded Morrowind's hard. It's hard to go back to the something like the Xbox.
I get it. I mean, I definitely had more than one character. I did not beat the game when I first started playing the game.
Right.
Like, it took me a while to get in the groove of it. But
this will be the first time I've beaten the game in literally
Dark
years.
Elf agent, I believe, and I worked for House Alalu and stuff.
Yeah, this will legitimately be the first time I've beaten the game in years. Usually I just make a character, fucking fuck off for a while, and eventually I will get bored with it and do something else. It's kind of the way it goes. Okay, this part right here is really tricky, so this is where I fucked up. There we go. Okay. Alright, there's Mafala. So we got to keep going up. Okay.
Just levitate.
Yeah, we're out of levitation potions. We did not prepare well enough for that. That's the issue we're running into. I've got one left, and I need it for a very specific part. Oh, shit. Yeah, they really needed to let us select the statues as we found them. I'm not kidding that solves every issue. It solves every one. There's nothing. That's a dead end over there. There's nothing over there. So we need to head back across. There's got to be another way up I'm just forgetting about. Oh, there isn't. Okay, well, we just went the wrong fucking way then. Alright, that's okay.
I can hear you.
Here we are, okay. Yep, alright, now we're good. Now we're cooking.
Hey, can you hear Phil? You say that you can't hear him.
I can't hear Phil, so let me see what's going on with Phil. Yeah, I can't hear anything Phil's saying. Let me duck out and duck in. Alright, Phil. Can
you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now. Okay.
Okay, I was going to say, 1 out of 10, 1 being the worst dungeon ever, 10 being the best. Where do you put this?
7.
7?
Yep.
Higher than me. I was feeling like 5 to 6, honestly.
Well, here's the thing.
6.
Yeah.
5, 6. 56.
So,
420 LMAO.
on aesthetics alone, aesthetics, questing, like, it's all really good. But it overstays its welcome, is the problem I'm having with it.
It's a little bit poorly optimized. It's just too... It's too... I feel like if it was just a bit smaller and not so, like, far spread out with the statues, it would be much better. It would be great. It wouldn't overstay its welcome. It would be evenly paced. This is just...
It's a lot.
Went too extra.
It's a lot.
It's like he went as a 10 when he needed to be at like a 5.
Okay, so there's Namira. So Boethia will be up this way.
Artosis, have you done this dungeon?
No, I have not. I have not done a lot of any of the new stuff, to be honest. I wind up making characters and be like, well, what was I doing? And then I delete it, make a new run.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a long time since I've actually done, like, a full run.
Yeah, this is first full run I've done in literally years.
Sheogorath?
That's Sheogorath, yep. That's Sheogorath.
Gosh.
See, that's the only one I knew because I knew he dresses in like a suit and everything, and he's the only one that I know. Like I won't remember any of the.
And then Boethia's gonna be up here.
Yeah, I had my last one that I was doing.
There he is.
I had my autosaves and shit turned off, and I had stolen the alchemy set out of Caldera to sell it to the Whitehaven lady in Balmora.
Right.
And I accidentally sold it for 300 gold instead of 3,000 gold. And I considered that run a failure because I couldn't get enough gold to buy my various other stuff.
We're almost done, guys. We got Hercene. Hermaeus Mora is going to be the bitch. I have no clue where he is. I glimpsed him once. I think he's somewhere. That's the one I want the levitate potion for. He's somewhere near where the stranger sat. But Hermaeus Mora is going to be the bitch titty right there. So we need... Hercene is all the way down at the bottom, so we're going to do a fall jump down. Mora is somewhere near the stranger, and from there, Sheogorath and Azura are both near the top, and then we're done. Okay.
It took us so long just to get back up here. Now we
Yep.
gotta go out. Oh.
Yep, now he's sending us all the way back down. That's correct.
So stupid. Dude, patch this and fix this, please. Just let you activate every one of them. And here's another thing, just another little thing that will add to it. When you activate them, make it to where, like, the crystals around them change a different color, or the statue changes a different color, so you know that you press it. So, like, everything is purple by nature. When you activate them, they turn, like, red or, like, light blue or something. That way you know you've been up there and you activated it. And if you make a mistake, they all turn back to purple.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense.
That would probably be another easy way of...
I feel like I'm playing
This
fucking
table's
Super
crazy.
Pitfall.
Yeah, this dungeon is really crazy. Honestly, I think that lady would probably be happy that we took her out, because if she saw how much she would have to do to navigate this place, she would have said, you know what, screw this.
That fucking lady was never getting anywhere near Warden Hanin's tomb.
Like, there's no way that she would have been able to navigate this. No.
Probably. Go ahead, levitate.
She was a mage. There's her
But
scene.
I guarantee you she would have got yeeted when she had to fight the storm, and
Yeah, there's some stuff that was just beyond her, yeah.
yeah, she would have got
Storm Monarch,
she would,
strong enemy. Strong
she would
enemy.
have never been able to survive it. So what have you been playing lately, Pyrotosis?
Oh, I've been doing a little bit of Morrowind here and there, but nothing that's really... Like I said, I just had to restart a run because I failed getting gold.
You play anything else other than Morrowind?
A friend of mine, we were playing Breakpoint, Ghost Recon on my days off, but that game is weird.
Let's look around waterfalls for Hermaeus Moras. Do I have any more Rising Force besides this? Not really, just a couple of cheapies after this. Fuck.
Thought you said you didn't want to use that one yet.
But this is why we're using it. We're here. Reasoning activated. Oh.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Kime, TCL.
Yep, that's what, if we run out of, yeah, you bet your ass. If we get into a position
Honestly,
where we...
I would have chimed this whole dungeon because...
I'm a stubborn ass.
Yeah, he always has to do it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I
Do it
mean,
the hard way.
it's based off your movement speed, so it's real hard to get anywhere if you got low speed or you're real full up on stuff and you're levitating.
Right.
You walk so slow. Unless you can get around the boots of blinding speed, then
Her Mora is going to be so hard. Her Mora is tucked away in some weird corner. And that's what we got to find now.
I like those boots, but they're so hilariously broken.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, I thought we had to get Sheogorath next.
All right, yeah. We've got Sheogorath comes
Maybe
after.
she's in the waterfall. That waterfall looked like you could go.
No,
in it.
I've seen him before. He's in some really weird out there area. We're gonna kime him because we'll be here forever looking for Hermaeus Mora. I don't think he's as far up either. That's the thing. He's kind of tucked in the middle.
I'm having a hard time even seeing it, but that's because of YouTube's compression rate.
I fucking hate YouTube so much.
I'm watching it on a. If you watch it on a big TV, it's not so bad. But everything is still very dark and purpley, and it just makes things a bit.
Oh my god! Now we've got paintings. We've got. Oh man. Like. There's just so much loot. I'm taking that. I'm not fucking leaving that. Which
Yeah,
means
you don't want to leave that painting. That painting is cool. Is that one of a kind painting?
looks like it. Yeah, I've never seen one like it. So now we get to make more hard choices.
Drink a potion, you're only over by like 1 pound or 2 potions.
Yeah, just
Oh
drink,
yeah,
just drink a potion.
Yeah.
Your health is low anyways.
Yeah, let's do that. There we go. I mean, you could spend so much time exploring this place. It's huge.
I guarantee there's probably even more loot than the
There
ones
is.
that you found.
Oh,
It's just-
I assure you there is. Like this is commendable. Legitimately a commendable thing. Like this is crazy.
Oh yeah. Like I am impressed, but I'm also overwhelmed by just how much of a pain it is to navigate. Like, how on earth would anybody realistically be able to find all the loot? You'd have to need a guide or
shit.
a map or something for him to put out and say, "Oh, hey guys, I'm going to show
Hey,
you a
fuckface.
YouTube video taking you through the whole thing and where the loot is." That's what I almost need at this point. Like, look, there's another enemy you just found. Like, where the heck?
Yeah.
We've never even been over here. How did we miss that? Just too many dang paths, man. This is.
Oh no, that's the Daedric shield, which again we don't even. It's too heavy. That's a cool find,
Oh.
but at this point I'm focusing on like unique items, and there's enough of those, honestly. It's fucking.
Yeah, you're not really using a shield anyways, but that would have really been cool to have displayed.
Well,
I'm sure
we'll be able to
another one.
find. We'll be able to find more of those when we get back to Morrowind proper. That's not a
There's
unique.
one in Ibar-Dad. I think
Oh,
there's one in.
yeah. There's
Which
all.
is weird because the Edelon's ward is in Ibar-Dad too.
Yeah, but that's the whole reason Phil doesn't know that yet.
Oh shit.
No, you're good. I don't even think he knows what. I don't even think he knows what it is. But he will.
Crazy dungeon
Somebody needs
over
to,
the
somebody needs to
northern
make a
of,
mod so I can go hang out with Sheogorath and see everything else and do a bunch of quests for him.
Well,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
funny you mentioned that. There is a mod for that. It's called The Doors to Oblivion.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go hang out with him. He's gonna be the dude that I hang out with. I don't know what his quests are, but I want to
Yeah.
do them because I like Sheogorath.
Yeah, I had the Oblivion on the 360 because growing up we just didn't have a high-end computers for
Right.
worth anything. And I mean, I beat Oblivion the hell and back like crazy, like Nord the vampire with like a crazy 2 sets of armor because I was using those stones you get in at the end of the Oblivion gates. So I had 1 set of armor that was just fortified strength. It was a heavy set Daedric armor, and then I had the leather set of armor that was resist magic, and it went up to 100%. So I could go either way.
Nice.
Hit somebody at for like 400 points of strength with a two-handed sword, or it could just sit there and just resist fireballs all day.
It's pretty crazy though. Like at the Shivering Isles, you end up becoming Sheogorath, or you take his throne or something. And then it always confused me because I was like, okay, then somebody explained to me how Sheogorath is alive in Skyrim if he like died and we took his place.
Oh, that Sheogorath spoils it. He was like, "Oh, I was there for that whole bit of nasty business during the Oblivion Crisis, during that quest in Solitude." Yeah, you become Sheogorath. Yep, after you kill the Jingle Leg boss.
So does that mean the Sheogorath in Skyrim is our player character from Oblivion?
Yep.
Wow. So we just eventually become Sheogorath, and we go completely mad and goofy.
Yep.
Yeah, according to the Oblivion
lore,
lore, yes, but you know how that is.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah,
it would have been nice if when you talk to him, he talks about, yeah, before I became the new Sheogorath, I actually went on quite an adventure myself, just like you. Huh, maybe one day you'll take my place. Who knows?
We got chatty chat, Phil. Take a look, see what they're saying.
Hero of Cathak mantles the Sheogorath. That's all we saw. That's all I saw. Dude, which statue are you looking for?
Hermaeus Mora. It's the hardest one to find.
Which one? What does it look like?
It looks like a blob of shit. Like, yeah.
It's a blob of shit. He's got tentacles coming out of his face. He looks like an ascended sleeper almost.
There he is. I think. Nope, that's Ursine.
Jeez Louise. Malakoth Karubo has this concept of mantling Daedra.
We would have fucking been here forever if we weren't doing this right now. Yeah, I love it. It's a little too much on. It's just a little too much, man.
A little? Gosh.
Yeah.
I'm way past little now. I think it's way too much. The longer we stay here, the more my score goes down. Because, like, literally, it was so cool, but now I never want to visit this place again. That's how you know that he just did too much. And we ever got him on, we talked about his mods, and be like, look, we think you were so talented and so creative, but you tend to do these crazy elaborate mods, and you might need to put them a bit, kind of tone it down a bit, because if you do too much, like, and you make it this elaborate, most people won't play this, because once they find out that it's just so much, they'll be so fed up with it, and they'll be like, forget this.
Yeah, it needs a couple of things. Doing the statues out of order helps. And it also, like, legit needs, it would legit be helpful if you could leave. Maybe it is further up. Let's go further up. Where's the water? Where's the fucking waterfall at? That's our starting point. Let's just climb, climb, climb. Look at this. How, man.
Does this go? Are you even supposed to go up that far?
Yes. Yeah, you go all the way up here.
That's what I'm saying. It's just way too big, man. Just way too big. This is insane, man. Like, how much hidden loot is here?
Probably a lot. Like, here's more right here. What's this gonna be? Oh no, we were at the storm match. Not we killed. Okay. There's the waterfalls. That's where we need to be. Hermore is going to be somewhere tucked away in these cliff sides. There's Molag Ball.
How would this even? How did he even create all this? Like, what kind of craftsman did you have to make this? Kind of want to know if there's anything inside the waterfall, like a secret little thing you can go in there.
Oh, there's the fire. Okay, now we're getting close. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be honest. If I ever do this quest, I'm gonna just do the vanilla Morrowind version. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of this has like new weapons and stuff in it. Is all this loot the same?
There's a lot of stuff that is not. Yeah, there's a whole lot of. What's fucking? Goodbye,
Another
dude.
Iron Acronaut. He's flying.
Does that even work?
No, it's because TCL is on.
Yeah, we're cheating a bit, like, because I'm just over this. Where is Hermaeus fucking Mora at? Like, I glimpsed him one time, and like, I'm like, as soon as I saw him, I'm like, yep, never gonna be able to find that one again. It's just too big.
It would be nice if they at least made the statues of the Daedra like shine really bright or something, so you know where they were at, because it's just so big that they get lost in everything.
Right.
Like,
and then you look at your map and look, this is all you see on your map. Like, the map is useless.
Yeah, the map is useless. The navigation is completely useless. Like, I'm sorry, man. As this dungeon goes on, and like, look at that map. That's as big as like several. Like, if you shrunk that down, how much of Morrowind is this? It's like a huge chunk of the map, probably. You could probably stick like several towns in this thing. Like, this is like several miles.
Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go to the mod page. I'm gonna cheat a little bit more. I'm gonna look up where is Hermaeus Mora statue.
I don't blame you because I can't see shit. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's like everything is just purple and black, and it's just.
I was still for all trouble, but eventually levitated around and found him. However, let's see, Mora. Let's just, yeah. There's no.
I would totally drop this mod, honestly. This is mod that's like too ambitious that I couldn't recommend. Like, it's cool to visit, terrible to stay.
That
I just say.
There are people who would tell you that is literally like the Sealoft experience.
I just saw a guy in a War Thunder match with a user named B plus Curious of Homser. I don't understand. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's because the Strait of Hormuz. Spy Curious of the Strait of Hermes, because it's the Strait of Hermes. It's a funny name. It's the Iran situation bullshit right now. That's funny.
Let's see here.
Remember that time where that woman captain of the Evergreen shipping clogged.
I remember that. Yeah, the entire global trade shut down because this one ship got fucking stuck sideways. Oh yeah.
It's so funny.
I remember. This is crazy.
You're gonna have to find this soon, cause I'm gonna get off.
Well, Phil, if you got to tap, you got to tap,
honest,
man. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really having any fun anymore. This
all right,
stream
well,
is.
I get it. I get it. So, yep, you can head out. You can tap. You're good. No harm, no foul.
Stay for a little while longer because I want to see the end of it. But gosh, man, I almost feel like this is gonna end up being a third stream just to get done with this.
Might be. Yeah, I got about a half hour.
It's insane how integral things like Susie, Pantrick, Kanad, staff of Homas are in global trade. Have a good one, Phil. I'm still here for a little while, but
He's gonna stay here and whine a little bit longer.
yeah, a little bit longer.
Oh
Yeah, we got church in the morning. It's already getting close to 2 a.m.
But if you got to tap, again, no harm, no foul. Like, if you got to tap, you got to tap. I'll show you the shiny shield we get at the end of this when you come back. Because I have no clue where Hermaeus Mora is. And this dungeon is gigantic. I don't know how many times I've circled, not seeing him yet.
Wait, this is Ibar-Dad?
This is Ibar-Dad, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's done a lot to it, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stick to
Is
the
There he is! There he is!
Is there somebody else that modded it that didn't do as much as this?
No.
I would like a second opinion, please.
I told you I told you he was close to the fucking stranger. I fucking told you.
Yeah, I'd have to stick to the vanilla one, dude. I couldn't do this.
No,
No.
I couldn't either. I mean, I like all the other loot, but it's just,
Here's the historical part, though, gentlemen, and this is kind of why this is really helpful to modders. I truly think we are the first people to actually play through this mod on a fucking live stream.
Probably.
And not just do fly-arounds like Dark Elf Guy likes to do, where you fly around and show it off and ooh and ah about the verticality. And I don't know, man. And again, we all love Dark Elf Guy. I'm not throwing shade, but
Is that
this is
Haver?
no Best Opinion Haver's another. It's another model.
Okay.
Or that's another. No, Dark Elf Guy is like the Morrowind modding showcases guy. Like
okay.
He's the guy that basically leads you to all the mods. He's awesome. But what I mean is, it's good to get someone who actually plays through it instead of just shows it off, instead of showcasing. Just so people can see it, because there'll be some people who will want to play this. And there'll be some who see this and be like, yeah, I'm out. Like, and so...
Yeah, looking at it, like, I don't think I could... I don't think I'd have the fortitude to get through this.
It's a lot, homie. It's a lot.
well, it's like I said, if he just cut this dungeon in half, it would still be incredibly big and detailed and explorable, but it would also be more feasible for most people, because here's the thing.
We're almost done now.
Creating a mod this massive and this big, it's cool, but you don't spend all this time creating a mod like this to not have people play it. But if you go too ambitious and too big, you will alienate people from playing it. So it's better sometimes to have less than have more. And
I don't think you're wrong
if
on
we
that
ever
at all.
have
Yeah.
him on the channel, I would definitely encourage him. It's like, dude, your mods, your skills are awesome, but I feel like you gotta do less than more, so that your mods can be more digested by people, because you ain't gonna get a lot of people streaming this and showing this off. Nobody's gonna want to watch somebody play this dungeon for 2 or 3 hours. Like, they're just, while they run around scratching their head. or chiming it all the way through. That doesn't make for a good dungeon. It's cool, but nobody's really gonna want to play it. And once they find out how insane this is, they're gonna drop it, and then nobody's gonna play your mod anymore, and that's not good. Because you spent so much. Like, this looks like it took him years of his life. So, yeah.
I don't know how long it took him, but it can't have been a cakewalk for sure.
No. Like, what's the original version of this like? Is it like one room? Like,
We would have been done in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
10
like
minutes?
10 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Wow.
We would have been done in 10 minutes.
There are some higher level enemies in there that you have to face back to back, but
So there's no like elaborate exploration and puzzles or anything. It's just go in, kill the enemies, and then
well,
walk out.
there is a slight thing where you have to do underwater, but you have to go underwater to get to the correct chamber. But
Did we fucking miss Sheogorath somehow? God damn it.
he's got a cane.
Sheogorath was at
He's near the top. Yeah, just there's Azura, and then we're close, but yeah, there's Azura.
Sheogorath was like as you go up the cliff, like and walking up the path.
Yeah, no, Sheogorath
he's
is
like-
near the top, so we're gonna find him.
Yeah, he's near the top. I
Yeah.
remember where he was. It's like, oh, Sheogorath.
Because it's like Sheogorath
like
right near Azura, like literally right
Yeah,
near
he's
Azura.
like right around.
Let's go. There he is,
Up.
right there.
Yeah.
Make that up.
Now, see, for somebody that has a photographic memory, this dungeon would be easy.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Again, just let us do the statues out of order,
That was a lot.
and that you would save everyone an hour of their time, literally.
Yeah.
Well,
And just
that's
maybe
true.
cut the dungeon.
Just
down.
make it a pure scavenger hunt.
Unless you're down here with like plenty of levitation potions,
Which we
boots
were
of
not,
blinding-
to be fair. We weren't
the
prepared.
boots of blinding
Well,
speed.
even with that, he was climbing it. It's still way too massive. Like, cut it in half and then let you do the statues out of order, and it's perfect.
If
You
you're-
still have a decent amount of exploration and enemies to fight and secrets to loot, but this is like dungeon on crack cocaine and pop rocks. Like, it's way too much. It's way too much.
If you actually manage to uncurse the boots of blinding speed and get it levitate, you'll be done in like 10 minutes probably. Because you move pretty quick. It fortifies your speed by 200 points.
There's going to be a real danger of blinding speeding your way off these little narrow
No,
ledges.
I said uncurse them.
Oh, uncurse.
You can uncurse them.
Well, what
There's
I
no
mean
way.
is, even with full sight, moving that fast, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to plummet here.
Well, I
telling
said with some potions to levitate.
Yeah, you definitely need levitation. Yeah.
And the amulet of slow falling is pretty easy to get, so.
Yeah, amulet of slow fall. I've got 2 actually right now. that is come in handy.
Who do we have to click on now? How many more we got?
We're done.
Gotta be
We're
here.
done. We're going to turn the quest in.
Oh.
We're heading to the top now.
Find out next time on the next episode of
So at
Dragon
the
Ball
top,
Z.
is there like a door that's just blocked or something if you don't do it?
Yep. To actually
Pretty
get
sure
into
you
the
probably
tomb.
just- Couldn't you just phase through it though? Like use Kime to walk through it?
I don't think so in this one, because I'm not sure where it is in relation to the rest of the dungeon, is the problem.
Hmm. I like making sandwich.
Oh shit, we went the wrong way. Okay. Where do we need to be? We need to be Waterfall that way. Okay.
And it doesn't help, like, the fog. Like, you're getting texture pop-ins, too, so that's
The cave is so large that even having a 7 distant land isn't enough. Yeah. You would need, like, a 20 distant land.
And that doesn't help with trying to explore it because you can't. Some of the stuff is popping in and popping out, so you don't know where you're going. Sometimes
Right.
it completely disappears and looks like you're about to fall to your death.
That's fucking wild.
That's why I said cut the dungeon in half, and it wouldn't have that problem, and it would still be big enough to explore. Because half of this dungeon is way big, right?
Yeah.
Like, just think of this whole massive dungeon half the size, and it would still be way bigger than most dungeons you would go to. So.
Hey, let's see what happens. Oh, there goes the door.
Treasure shall be yours. Now fight a big old boss fight.
Well, the boss fight was a Storm Monarch, but we're gonna have to make more choices here. So
Oh, we ain't gonna read the book.
We're not gonna read the book because that's one of the parts we need to read, the full parts. But Blue Cannon, we need Scroll Black Storm. Heartwise, Fiercely Roasting will take. Those are really rare. 8th Barrier will take.
I don't suppose you have any feather potions.
I do, yeah, but there's a way to get out of here once we do this, so.
Thoughts on Daedric Ruin? Ashur-Nubanub. It's populated by Ozmar Malakath worshippers near High Oda, also near underground shrine to Boahatha.
We do it.
Sure we can reach everything here.
Your answer is he doesn't care, he's too busy looting.
Let's see. Making sure I can loot everything here in one fell swoop. Because we are in that kind of position. Whoo boy though! Nope.
I want to know how this dude was using that shield with that axe.
Right. Strong motherfucker. Tower shield and a battle axe and one strong motherfucker. Okay.
I wonder if there's a mod for that. If you have a high enough strength, you can equip two-handed weapons in one hand.
Just time to make yourself have more armor space. I mean,
be right back. Gotta use the restroom, and then, there is one more crystal in front of a large door. After touching all other crystals in the correct order, I touched the last crystal and the door opened. Behind it, Mordred Hanin's resting place. All his treasures shall now be mine, but how do I get out of this place?
Oh. What do we go? What you chew?
Wait a second.
How many days have we been in this? I think we've been in this dungeon for like 2 or 3 days. Because it says day 79, and then it says day 80. We'd have to go back a couple of pages to see, but I'm pretty sure we've been in this dungeon at least 3 or 4 days.
You want to see how long we've been in the cave?
Yeah, how long have we been in the cave? I'm
Okay.
curious.
Fucking Plato's cave. Been in there for a week.
It'd be crazy if we have
77,
days.
4 days.
Wow, we've been in here 4 days, almost half a week, y'all.
4 days.
Dang. That's insane, man. And I know we didn't find everything.
Oh, God, no. All right, we're going to need that feathers. See what we got for feather here.
Also, to make feather potions is heather and a ruby, I believe.
Got a ruby. I don't have any heather, sadly. There it is, potion of feather. And I'm still over encumbered. God. You know what? I don't give a shit what's in the chest. We're gone. Yes, I do. Yes, I
Look at
fucking
it at
do.
least. Just open it and look. We didn't go all this way.
I
drop
have to be able,
something
Phil. I
temporary.
have to be able to move, and I can't.
Okay, drop something temporarily so that you can move to open the chest, Goofy, and then open the chest and see what's inside.
It's
That
a
basic
name.
stuff is heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Jeez.
Okay, so there's
Just
no
drop a
traps.
lot. There we go. About to say, just drop all your potions and nonsense, lockpicks and crap after this is all done, and take all the loot you can. Because it's not like we can come back here again.
What the hell?
Unless you can god mode yourself some instant.
Well, most of this is actually
act-
trash, so we can just leave it.
Can you just give yourself an infinite amount of equipment spot so you can loot all this and then undo it?
No, we're not going to do that anyway. That's too easy. Let's see. This chest fares a little bit better.
Hold on, guys. My dogs are going fucking crazy. I
No,
gotta
you're
let them
good.
out or something.
Gold pearl, the fuck? You don't care about any of that other stuff. Okay. Alright, now let's pick up our other loot. And then we're gonna warp the fuck out of here, hopefully. Okay. Let's try to use the unfinished cup of passage again. Nothing, okay. Alante's blood, maybe? No.
Need to see about how to get out of here once you're done.
Yeah, let me check, because it's going to be a puzzle in and of itself. Fuck this dungeon, man. This is crazy. How do I get out?
Maybe you have to walk out the way you came and it automatically warps you out once you loot everything from his little chamber.
Sorry, Chad, I'm trying to find out how we get out of here, because I do not know. Haven't left treasure enough. I'm at the treasure after stage, but I can't figure out how to get out. Have I missed some item? Haven't left treasure area. Now solved it. Okay. But it doesn't tell us how. Cool.
Well, maybe it's like I said, maybe when you walk out of the room, it automatically teleports you out. To go back and talk to that one guy and say, talk to the guy that's alive here.
No, yeah, it's not. Yeah, he's just a side quest. There's a way to do something. Let's see. Or I found last me. The page is huge. The place is huge. I do not know, man. What's your thoughts on the Daedric Ruin at Shirnabibi? It's populated by Orsimer Malakath worshippers near Hlaod and near the underground shrine to Boethia. I don't know if I have any specific thoughts about that one.
Maybe Sealoff should have a hardcore version of his mods and a casual version of his mods. And this is what I would call casual. Dude, I don't want to see what a hardcore version.
No, that's very
like
obviously the hardcore version.
This, if you think so, how do we know this isn't the casual version? Could you imagine? This guy seems like his mission is to make mods as big as a Morrowind itself. Like, he's gonna just make a dungeon within a dungeon within a dungeon within a dungeon at one point, and it's just never gonna end. It's just gonna be like 1,000 dungeon rooms, and they keep getting bigger and bigger as they go on. And the last dungeon will be so labyrinth that you'll spend like 3 weeks of in-game days just to get through it.
He doesn't have a readme, so there's no. I don't know how to get. I don't know how to get out of here. Let's.
Like I said, just try to walk out and see if it warps you
Let
out.
me try to put the shield on that we're here for, like the big shield item. And that's not it, Phil. It's not gonna be it. Because you don't just walk. It's like there's another specific puzzle. Maybe if we touch that stone again, maybe do that. But I can't get to it because we have just ridiculous amounts of weight on us.
To like bypass it. Will Kime let you like walk without even being over encumbered?
Center
No.
on cell.
Huh?
Todd's test.
What am I doing?
Time to like bypass it.
Yeah, that could break things. Last thing I want to do is break my fucking game over this. Oh, God, let's do the put down and up dance, I guess. Fuck. I just want to be done at this point. Like, honestly, it's starting to try my patience, dude.
Yeah, at least you have better patience than us.
Like,
Mine ran out like halfway through this.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Like, there we go.
I mean,
Okay.
just take everything that isn't, you know, the special. Leave all the other junk. Because surely that's other junk that you can actually get eventually, right? Or is some of that stuff like you can only
No,
get here?
that doesn't do it. No, there's some of this is unique stuff, so. But.
Is there like a hidden button that you push somewhere?
Yeah, we're what I'm doing is let me try this just to make sure. I'm doing F5 because we're here at the end. Let me touch this now. Nope, that's not how you get out either. That's not how you fucking get out either.
Go back the way you came. Like, jump into the water again and swim back the way you came.
Let's try to
Interact
do
with
the
something
let's try to
like-
do the curse ghost Let's try that. Maybe if we kill the curse ghosts.
The curse goes.
Yep.
There's a curse goes.
Yeah.
Where did you figure that out?
That's part of the original mod.
You care to explain?
Not really. It's just that when you pull those statues out, ghosts will come and attack you if you try to take those cursed daggers. They're like a version of the cursed rubies that you find in some Daedric ruins.
Oh, he looks like he's stuck. Are those daggers worth much?
Maybe we're overlooking an item that gets us out specifically. No, they're not worth shit. Oh, sure are.
When you pull the daggers out, the skulls, it summons the skulls. Wait, is this Ibar-Bald? Yes, Maxon.
Yeah, this is Ibar-Dad, yes.
Ibar-Dad, bad. Yeah, it's Ibar, it's bad for sure. Yes, this is Ibar-Dad.
You know what? I've had just about enough.
Is there like a hidden path on the walls or something? Yeah, I don't know.
Goodbye.
No.
Yep. That's awesome, and yeah, Ibar-Dad. It would have been crazy. There was some other.
Yeah,
piece
and
of
now
loot
it will be yet another quest that is forever just in my inventory. That's okay, though. All right. Well, chat, that was...
Probably honestly should have calmed yourself to your house so that you could like store your loot, but whatever.
Okay, well, the chat agrees with me. They're like, you have more patience than I would have COC'd out long ago, Ralph. Yeah, we're done. COC old rune, someone says. Wait, this is Ibar-Dad? You got some good loot? Oh, I got the best loot. We got Illidan's Ward. We got a mithril fucking claymore. Something I don't even think is in the game yet.
So good. Can you go over what's so great about this shield and stuff that he had?
I can. I absolutely can, because guess what? Because of this shield, we get to do the 6th house next. Restore health 50 to 100 points on self every time you cast it.
Yeah, it's pretty big. That's a big heal.
So our healing problems are over, Phil.
Yeah, see, I would love that shield, but I'm not going to do the modded version of this, I think.
No, you can get the shield in the 10-minute version, yeah.
But all the other stuff, you probably can't, right?
A lot of that stuff you can't, but the shield, the Daedric Battle Axe. So let me show you. I'll just show you on the dirt what you get. You get Illidan's Ward.
What?
You're gonna get the Daedric Battle Axe.
Okay.
You're gonna get the Daedric Face of Inspiration. Yes. You're gonna get the Daedric Staff. You're going to get all of these ancient silver daggers.
I'm not going to get the green katana.
You're not going to get the Stranger's Katana, the Adamantium Mace, the Ebony Short Sword, the Daedric Spear. You're not going to get the Mithril Shock Blade, the Staff of Secrets, the Ebony Spear of Frost, the Drew Helmet. None of that's there. And the Daedric Face of Revelation.
Well, where would you get that in the game normally? Or are those things normally in the game somewhere?
Yeah. Daedric Face of Revelation is going to be in TR. There's one. There's a couple, actually. Adamantium Maces, I'm sure, are floating around. Same with Ebony Short Swords, Ebony Daggers, Daedric Spear. There's going to be a Daedric Spear, and there's going to be one Daedric Spear somewhere. Glass Daggers are pretty common. Drew Helmets are going to be pretty common again. So, yep.
Stranger's Katana.
Huh?
What about the Stranger's Katana?
Stranger's Katana was unique to that mod. Yeah, which is an amazing weapon.
Wow, that's a shame, because I would actually want that, but I don't want to go in that dungeon. I mean, I guess I could go in there, get it, and then dip out.
All right, guys. Well, I'm fucking tapped.
Me
but
too.
I met my 2 p.m. goal.
Well, before we get off here, what did y'all think of that mod? How would you rate it 1 out of 10? Do you think it was good? Do you think it was too much? I want to know.
Yeah, let's weigh in, chat. What do we think of that dungeon? I loved it, aside from the end there. And I do want to genuinely know how to get the fuck out of there. Like, for your sake and for my sanity, I did COC out. And I feel like that is a personal defeat, let me tell you. I do feel like that's a personal defeat, the COC. But I would give it an 8 out of 10. I would, but I'm a crazy person.
Maxon is a crazy person, too. He's like 9 out of 10.
Maxon's 9 out of 10. I love exploring. Fuck yeah, Maxon. I want to play this when I get a PC. I like Sealof's mods. Yeah, Sealof is a grand modder for sure. He is an acquired taste. But I do, again, I want to give him feedback on that, which is statues out of order, and for fuck's sake, move the Hermaeus Mora statue somewhere along the actual route. Hermaeus Mora statue needs to be moved. Statues should be selectable in any order, and you need to fine-tune how to get the fuck out of the cave. Although it's probably something really fucking stupid, if I'm being real.
And probably cut the dungeon in half. That's my problem.
I want exploration, and I want,
I
I
like
want
the
all
big
that
dungeon,
stuff,
but
I don't want it to be
Fuck.
so labyrinth, mazy, insane that I'm literally down here for like hours on end.
right.
So yeah, pathfinding's got to be better, man. Some of that,
Pathfinding could absolutely be better.
like,
That is
it's just like I.
Pathfinding is the number one critique of Sealoft mods is, hey bud, your pathfinding is hard. On top of that, some of the areas are so tight to squeeze through that you have to do weird like jump fucking tricks to get through like
Maxon,
some of the tight corridors.
Maxon,
Yeah, that's
that's
the
got
number
nothing
one.
to do with it, Matt. Bud, like Maxon, that's got nothing to do with it, bud. I'm not asking for no freebies. The
No
dungeon
freebie.
clearly is just it needs like, dude, no. Like, you might think that that is great exploration and fun and all that because that's you and that's cool, but you have to think about it from all people that are going to play this mod. Do you want the 1% to play the mod, or do you want everybody to play this mod? It's got to be properly balanced. It's not properly balanced.
So here's the thing. So, but I think do I not fix your problem, Phil, without cutting the dungeon in half? Do I not fix your problem by we literally cut our time in the we would have cut our time in the dungeon 3 times over had the statues been selectable in order and had the Hermamora statue not been in a fucking stupid place. I honestly think
but
that,
I still think it's too big. Like,
too big. Okay,
there could be
genuinely
there
think it's
could
too
be
big.
some
Okay.
pathfind. There's got to be better pathfinding. Like, it's just
Pathfinding, yeah.
Because there were some parts of that where it's like, oh, you're meant to walk there, but you literally fell off into your death because there was a big old like rock blocking it. You couldn't even walk up. The collision was kind of bad at some.
Yeah, collision. Points. Yeah, that's a common Sealoft complaint, and it is completely understandable.
So I'm not saying anything. I'm not asking you to literally give me a arrow that says where to go. I'm just saying, dude, make this tight knit, make it really nice where everything flows together, where it's like from the moment you get there, you're just, oh my gosh, until the moment you leave, you're like, oh my gosh. That way there's no point to where you get like, man, this place is, I was happy and now I just hate this place and I never want to go back. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
he could definitely tweak it.
Well, here's what I would say to that. So I get where you're coming from. I do. Now, Maxon says, Phil, high-end loot is a reward for the grind. Getting that stuff without a grind is unbalanced. Yes, I agree with that. And here's the thing. Like, Phil, you will play the dungeon again if you want Illidan's Ward. Now, one of my big complaints about vanilla Ibar-Dad is if you know where Ibar-Dad is, you can get the best fucking shield in the game with one of the best, most cracked enchantments in the game within 10 minutes with an Adrenaline Rush Redguard character like I have. I can, at level 1, go into that dungeon, beat Alante over the head, beat the Dremora over the head with an Adrenaline Rush, save... hold on, let me finish.
See, Maxon,
let me finish, buddy. Let me finish.
I've already heard what you had to say.
You haven't heard. I can beat the Dremora over the head with an Adrenaline Rush. I can rest for 24 hours. Hold on. I can then beat the 2 Dremora Lords over the head with an Adrenaline Rush. Save 24 hours. Grab the key, open it, boom. Illidan's Ward, 10 minutes. With that, you are not getting the best shield in the game in 10 minutes. I like that about it. But, man, there was a time when I was done, Maxon. I will say that.
My thing is, Maxon, look, yes, there needs to be a risk and reward. Yes, you need to be rewarded for properly going through a challenge. But you have to understand there's got to be proper pacing and balance. You are defending it so hard to where you're not being reasonable. I am saying not to make it so baby easy and hold your hand with yellow paint. I'm saying make it properly balanced for all players, because the whole point of him putting his blood, sweat, and tears into these mods, and so he has people to play him. If you make it too grandiose, if you do too much, then a lot of people will fall off. Sometimes less is more, Maxon. That's what you got to understand. Less is more. In right respects, yes. Make the dungeon have challenge, make it have puzzles, difficult enemies, high loots, do all that stuff.
It had all that stuff. It had all, yeah, it had all that, but it.
Yeah, it had all that, but it's like, dude, like this, you could have done all that, but where not everything was so spaced out.
I do
and
think
just so scattered.
I do think there is a synthesis of the two of your opinions. I do think if you solve the statue issue, what do you think, Pyratosis? If you solve the statue issue, and if you make pathfinding a little more clear and clarified, I don't know if you have to cut the dungeon size because you're in and out. Like,
oh, for me personally, my builds always happen to include the Blues of Binding Speed because I'm spoiled that way.
Right, so this is not a problem for you at all.
Well, it kind of would be if I wasn't paying attention and I oopsied over the cliff, but
right.
Kind of, and I didn't have levitation potion handy. But normally, under normal circumstances, I did find the lighting to be an issue, but I wasn't actually playing it. I was getting through it. The
lighting's fine. I even gammed it up, and it's still... That's just YouTube making every video, when it's live streaming, look like fucking hammered pieces of shit. If you go back and you watch the replay, you'll actually see... Because then it will actually fully render, and not in real time, and it'll look fine. Like, I didn't have any trouble with the lighting.
So yeah, the statues that you can do in any order.
Nobody is saying to make it simple, Maxon. Like, did you see how massive that dungeon is? Zoo didn't even blot out every little spot in it.
Oh, there's no way I saw everything.
It felt like it was like half the continent of Morrowind. My gosh, that thing was like you could probably put
it was
10
not,
dungeons
but,
in that thing. It was so
but I get your point.
Insane.
I get your point.
Like, it was like you could shave off like 20% of that dungeon. It would be plenty.
Of Morrowind.
Like you I mean, if you think it's fantastic, that's fine, but you got to be like realistic, man. Think about it for like other people other than you. Like, do you realistically think other people, majority of people, would want to play through a mod that just was like, come on? Like, that was like dungeon inside
I do
dungeon
see, guys. I do see why Dark Elf guy was like probably nutting in his fucking pants over this dungeon.
Yeah.
I do see that because he loves verticality, man. He got his verticality with that one.
What about the Steel Blade of Heaven?
I'm complaining about that because I thought it was kind of lame to have people just like attack you while you're trying to do puzzles.
Or
I don't
Boots
think that's
the Apostle.
very creative. I just think
both
that's
of those
would
have solved all of our issues. Yeah.
You know, that kind of seems like lazy Bethesda to me, but you know, that's my only real complaint. I like the area. I like the puzzles and the chests and stuff, but that just felt, I don't know, lazy. They could have done something better, a better idea than that to me in that dungeon, but whatever.
I did not like the statues being in order. God, that was a chore. That was the chore to me. It's like, oh fuck, I gotta go all the way back down to get this fucking
They shouldn't have made a puzzle behind that. Like, you should just had to push the buttons on the things and open the thing.
Here's the thing. I do agree with Max, and again, I'm all about options. I would absolutely be for a simpler option. But what Maxon wants is to preserve the difficulty, and I'm okay with that too, like, for that option. So, like you said, maybe, I think you even said, Phil, maybe have a extreme option, like the professional option, and then the casual option, or something, some shit like that, right? Like, there's a synergy to be had here.
Things. I want things to flow, because y'all know, like, as a mod, sure, but you know, if like a real developer was like making this, they would say this dungeon is just too big, it's too convoluted. Most people are not going to want to do this. They're going to get frustrated. We're going to get bad feedback for this. People ain't going to buy our game. We're going to have to shave off some of this.
Yeah,
It's got to be cohesive. It's got to have better pathing. And that's what I'm getting at here, Matt.
It's
get
not
that
passing.
You want to keep the mod.
It's not passing
I'm
TR's
thinking
review.
about this as like a video game thing. Right, I'm not thinking about this as like. Yeah, I'm thinking about this in that way.
Like, it's not going to pass a TR claim review. No, that's not going to happen.
Like if this came out as like an actual game that came out now, people would be like, this dungeon is completely garbage. It's a slog.
It's not garbage. It's
not garbage.
It's not garbage.
But that's what they would say. So.
Well, they don't play Morrowind, so...
Yeah, they don't play Morrowind, but... like I said, I think it's cool. It was neat to explore, but after about halfway through, I was like, my gosh, this is just too much.
It doesn't help. By the way, guys, this is partially my fault. I decided to walk... I had no idea it was that big. But I decided that the timing of walking in that particular dungeon was right before we did this major main quest revelation that Phil's chomping at the bit to get to. Like, but again, if I would have known it was going to be an entire Saturday,
maybe you should try these mods you download before you start making a stream for them, so you can see how crazy they are before we jump in it. And
Phil,
it's been what?
Play Daggerfall and then tell me how big the dungeons are in that game.
That I'm sorry. I think that taps Daggerfall. Am I right or wrong?
I don't know. Some of them dungeons, man.
No, there's some Daggerfall dungeons.
In there for fucking days. In there for days.
Well, you're free to think that, Max. And all I would say is, if you got a problem, we don't share the opinions. Don't watch me play Morrowind, man. I got my own opinions, and
man, I had some dungeons
Max
that was like
I
don't particularly think that was well paced. It was cool to look at. I mean, I'm impressed by the guys' gumption, but
if you had seen the earlier stream, you could literally watch Phil go from absolute shock and awe. He's like, whoa, loving it, to just complete burnout by about halfway through this second video.
Yeah.
You can watch it happen.
I mean, I've played quite a bit of games, and I've seen elaborate dungeons and cool things, and I know that there's a point where, too much is too much. But, Maxon is just a different breed, and he thinks there's no limit to too much, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, that's him. It's different. Personally, me,
the dungeon had issues.
Have a nice balance and pace.
Yeah, the dungeon had issues. It had issues, but there's a lot. Here's my other critique I'll give you guys, and then we'll go.
Oh gosh, I think I'm done talking with you, Max, and you're not being very reasonable. You keep poking me about Skyrim, and I'm over it, dude.
Well, I'll tell you, that's the accusations from yesterday. That he's just fucking with you there. You're just fucking around, right, Max? And, just to clarify, but what I would say about that dungeon is, I wish he spent as much time on the maps as he did the dungeon. Because that map is atrocious, too. That did not fucking help us. You look at it, it's just a bunch of cliff squiggles. It looks like nothing but rocks. I'm not a modder. It could be the way...
Was that other dungeon we went to, was that one made by him? The one where it had the skeleton, we had to get his thing back?
Yep, that's the same dungeon guy. Yep, that's Dungeon Daddy.
That also had some problems too. I mean, it looked really cool, but there was a lot of collision and weird.
A lot of same issues.
Yeah.
Now,
I
ways,
see a pattern.
There is a pattern.
Does some impressive things. It's just I don't know. I think he should be working full time on Tamriel with the team, because he has some great ideas, but I know that they would probably try to okay, this is cool, but we might need a kind of scope it back.
Oh,
and put it
they
here
would
so it kind of
absolutely
flows.
rein some of these impulses in. Yeah, because again,
Yeah.
just so people know, the way a TR works is it's basically an anarchist mod project, which is why I love it so much. There's a few people that are experienced developers, and so they have experience, and that's why they're looked at. And what happens is there's claims that go out. They'll say, okay, we need Narcissus Fighters Guild. And somebody will say, I'm claiming that. I'll work on it. And it's already been written and agreed upon by the team. They're going to implement what was agreed upon. Then, behind them, a more experienced senior dev will come in and review that claim, clean up anything that needs, and give them feedback on it so that next time they do an even better job. And so, this leads to the insane quality that you see out of TR. Like, better than Vanilla Morrowind. Like, way better in many ways.
The guy has a lot of talent. He just needs some direction because he's going like above and beyond. And I mean, like I said, it's cool, but it's like I'm happy to visit, but I don't think I would want to stay here.
At the same time, that might be why he's not on the TR team, because he might honestly think that's too restrictive, right? And so he wants to make these grand dungeon adventures, and if that's the case,
I think the guy, honestly, I'll be honest with you.
I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him, yeah.
He needs to make his own game, honestly. With how much he's doing, he should just make his own game.
I think it would be neat.
Point. Somebody should just because, I mean, the dude makes his own game. It'd probably blow, like, a lot of these big games that they coming out now, everybody foams at the mouth with out of the water. Because I don't think I have ever. I mean, rather, I really enjoyed the whole mod. I can tell you, I had never seen a dungeon that detailed, that elaborate. But I have not. Like, that is impressive. Like, I'm generally impressed. I got tired and bored halfway through. I was ready for it to be over.
Right. You would have to literally, like you said, go back to like Daggerfall or some of like the super, maybe Daggerfall, maybe Ultima Underworld 1, not even 2, to see some of those elaborate, intricate kind of mega dungeons again. Right. All right. Well, good discussion, guys. Good discussion, guys. He clarified he is just joking. Yeah, he clarified.
Yeah, I know he was joking. I was just giving him a hard time.
Right. All righty, guys. Well, you guys have a great rest of your night. We'll at some
I gotta
point
get to bed. I'm tired.
we'll stream tomorrow, and it's gonna be story. We're gonna make up for being in a cave for fucking 4 days. So,
Yeah.
all right.
You probably
take care, everyone.
stink. You need to take a shower.
Take care now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Ugh.